Oh yeah, what's going on? Good old Friday. How's everybody doing out there this afternoon? Thank you guys for the likes in the channels. And let's go ahead and get things ready to go as we already got this race ready to go. Kind of waiting a couple minutes. I did say about 5 o'clock here Eastern time. And it is a good old day to go do some racing here this afternoon. So thank everybody for coming out and joining the stream in the channel early, as it should be a good one tonight as we have our Super Duper late models to start them off tonight. We do have, I would say, 7 races scheduled. After last night, we got literally 6 in around 8:45. So, good to see you, Mr. Gams. We're doing all right. Good to have everybody get ready to go. And let's go ahead and get this puppy started as the Super Duper late models are going to start things off here with the SLR show. Again, we are A-Class 2000 I rating or better, but we're going to go ahead and get this event started as the Super Duper late models will start them off here tonight. So good to have everybody out here this afternoon, and we will have to re-up on our money here a little bit, but we're going to get this thing fired off, and I'll get this screenshot sent out to all of everybody out here in the SLR Discord so everybody knows that we are starting up here just a little bit early. We're actually on time. We have a couple scattered thunderstorms rolling around, but other than that, it's going to be an all right. Saturday is going to be up for grabs. I don't know about Saturday just yet. We got a lot of rain at our local racetrack that we work at, and I do not know. They haven't quite canceled just yet if we're going to race there or not tonight or tomorrow. So I am not for sure what tomorrow's going to be. It might be a day off. I'm not for sure, but either way, we're going to get this thing rolling as the Super Duper late model start them off tonight at the SLR show. So, again, we had a pretty good day of racing last night, if you guys did not know. And, hopefully, you never know. You never know what you're going to get in these races, man. These races are random draw heat racing. You never know, you just never know. By the way, thank you guys for the likes and the shares and all that. As we're waiting for our first event here for these super late models to load up here to get it on here for a little bit of racing this afternoon. We have a few races. I think we got 7. Hey, what's going on, Chris Golden? Good to see you. So we'll see what we got as the first event's getting ready to load up already. Again, we're A-Class 2000 or above, and it's time to do some dirt style racing here at the SLR show once again as the first event's already starting to line up, and here we go as our first event's going to load up. Who knows how many cars you're going to get in these events? It could be a ton of them or could be none of them, but it could be 5, it could be 10. Who knows as the Super Duper late models will start them off here this afternoon. So that's what we got. The cars, like I said, are 10% faster. They have a little more weight taken out of them, and we'll see what the Super Duper late model is going to here to do tonight. We'll see. We will see as we have our first event already loaded up, and we'll see how many or what, where, high, and what to expect. So far, 0. So nobody started off here. Again, the first race has already started up here this afternoon, and yeah. So we're going to get ready to rock, and we'll see if how many more are going to be joining us. If they do not hop in, we'll just skip off to that race, and we'll move on to the next one. So, again, we do have our Super Duper late models getting ready to roll in here. Again, we are A-Class 2000 or better. So, like I said, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. We'll just pop in. We'll move on to the next event. So, good afternoon, everybody. So, again, if you guys want to come out and here do some racing, please do. I got one already rolling in. Thank you for the share. I appreciate you if you guys are out there sharing the channel and things like that. So we got one Super Duper late model here for Lernerville Speedway at 5 o'clock. And yeah, I guess racing on Friday nights is happening in the real life world. But hey, it is what it is. So if this race does not go down, we'll move on and continue on with our races here this afternoon. You're grinding to get your A license. I mean, getting your A-Class license isn't that terrible to do. Honestly, it's all about MMR. If you don't know what that is, or MPR, if you don't know what that is what gets you your licensing, if you don't know about that. So if you're going to be going to get that A-Class license, it's not that tough. If you run for, I think, It's all good. If you run 4 MRP races or whatever that is, and then you run those events, uh, just kind of do 4 of them and just ride in the back, get that safety rating up. As long as you have the I rating to come on down, you sure can go racing. So, anyway, we'll see. Tolson maybe be getting on, not sure, but this always happens with the first race. So, run time trials. There's that way too. Turner said you can run time trials. That's the best way to do it if you're trying to get safety rating. If you guys already have that 2000 I rating, then shoot, you'll be good to go. So, anyway, the first race is already up, and we had nobody show up for the Super Duper late models here at Lernerville Speedway. So, if that's the case, we'll go to our next event, which will be Super Late Models at Eldora Speedway. And like Turner said, he farmed for safety for doing that for so long. So, again, that's what we got going on. And unfortunately, it looks like the rain's going to prevail here for Friday night racing for Lernerville Speedway with just about 2 more minutes yet to go. And only 1 car. Well, like I said, I'm just going to shoot off to the next event. If you guys are in the SLR Discord, everybody gets notified when we're going racing, things like that. So it is what it is. But we will roll on with it again. You guys are killing the likes, so 4,338 likes on the channel. You guys are killing it. So, again, that's what we got going on so far on a Friday night. Not too much going on, it seems to be. But, all right, we'll get ready to go. You got about 1:30. I don't see this one going live, Turner. So if you want to hop on over to Eldora, that event will be coming up next. And we will just skip it and move on forward. About 1 minute and something yet to go. 1 car has registered for the event. So, Eldora then. I guess we're going to jump, skip, and boogie here about 1 minute and 28 seconds. And, yeah. Alrighty. Well, that's what it's going to be. You got about 1 minute yet to go. I do not see it going live, and we will move forward to our next event. So we will rain out the Lernerville Speedway Super Duper late models, and then we will move forward with our Eldora Speedway. Like I said, we had 1 car, and that was Ryan Chillafox going to be joining in, but he didn't quite get in time. So what we'll do is we will turn this down. We'll turn that off and get that out the way. And we're just going to go ahead and bounce out of this one and not save that. So we'll go ahead and withdraw from this one. We'll open up another one. It'll be the Super Duper late model. It's going to be at the Eldora Speedway here on a Friday this afternoon. And we will try it again. So now we'll move on to Eldora Speedway, as Lernerville was a rain out due to the lack of cars. And we will try this again. So Super Duper late models at the Eldora Speedway. That event will be coming up next, and we will try this again. Alrighty. Here y'all go. We'll see what you guys get here as the Eldora Speedway Super Duper late models will be coming up next here tonight. Alrighty. Super Duper late models at Eldora is our next event, and that's what we have scheduled so far this afternoon. And, again, we'll see if anybody else turns up for that one. So we will see and move on forward with our events here this afternoon. And, who knows? We don't have qualifying. We have random draw, Jonathan Hamby. Also, we're A-class and 2,000 KI rating or better. With that being said, that's what you get to have. Thank you for the follow, Nick. I appreciate you. But you got 7 minutes. 7 minutes for random draw heat racing. Yes, sir. So, yeah, that's what you got so far, as this one here only had 1 car registered. So we'll move into the Eldora. So that means you guys have, let's see. Done. What's going on, Birdman? Good to see you. I appreciate you, boss. Alrighty, we're going to head over to the super late models at Eldora. That event will be coming up next. Hey, what's going on, J-Dub? We're doing all right. Getting started on the show here tonight. This one here rained out, and we'll see what this one goes well here at the Eldora Speedway. And we'll see. So, like I said, it's 5 o'clock. Real life racing starting around Friday. And let everybody know what's going on here at Eldora. Oh, man. I know a lot of people got a lot of things going on a Friday night. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Plus, real life racing starting too, so I understand. We'll shut that down and then reopen that as well. Now we have Justin Byron and Turner Knuckles going to be joining us here for the Eldora Speedway super duper late model. So we already got a few cars rolling in. And we will continue with our racing action here this afternoon as I've seen a few guys rolling in. Waiting for the sim to load up, and we will get started. Come on now, Mr. Simulator. Pop on up for me. There you go. So, we got Turner Knuckles, Daniel George, Ryan Chillafox. So, we got 3, 4, 5. Albert Gill's going to be joining us. And we have a few others. Hey, Sean Williams, thank you for the share, man. God bless you for that as well. As you guys are absolutely killing the likes department right now. 8,420 likes to the channel. And we are just now getting started as we have 5 super duper late models. Sean Williams out there, thank you so much again. As we continue on, we do actually have a few cars. There'll be 5 cars going to be showing up here for the super late models at Eldora Speedway. Hey, it is what it is. It is a Friday, and a lot of people going to the real life races, so I understand. We got the 11 machine going to be joining in here for these super late models as well. First race was a rain out due to the lack of cars at Lernerville Speedway. And then we'll go ahead and move to our Eldora. What up, D-Cannon81? Good to see you. We got super late models. If you want to go racing here at Eldora, if you want to hop in. Kinder Tosh going to be joining us. Thank you, Kinzer. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 super duper late models at Eldora Speedway. You got 1 coming out on Speedway already. That's going to be the number 17 of Turner Knuckles. He's going to be trying out of the Warrior race cars. Where is his wrap? As he normally has his own wraps, but, you know. So, we got Turner Knuckles in the 17M machine on the Speedway. You have Albert Gill from the Max Bike Sim Shop number 34JR. And what's on the other side of that race car? Let's see. You've got the Barney's Burgers out of Medford, Oregon. And the Krispy Kreme Donuts number 34TR. That's pretty cool. That's going to be Albert Gill joining us here for the first time of the SLR. Sure. We got a little bit of rain out here, DCAN81, but so far, Winchester has not rained out yet. So Winchester this weekend's got a Sprint Car Series coming out and the Rush Series for the 604 late models for $5,000 a win on Saturday. It's calling for Saturday to be all-out rain, so I'm not for sure if they will get that show in or not. So we got 6 wonderful super duper late models out here this afternoon, and a few are trying to get their setup dialed in. As Albert Gill, you got the 110 machine. I believe that's going to be Chase Copeland as well, as our super late model drivers are going to be showing up. Hey, we got 7, 8 A-class drivers, 2,000 I rating or better. That's good for me, as these super duper late models are here at the Eldora Speedway. Lernerville Speedway with a rain out, which is all right. And we'll continue on rolling on with tonight's show. Chase Copeland in the 110 will be joining us. How about Kinder Tosh in the 11T as he's in the McSizer lookout as Albert Gill's going to spin out right in front of him from the All Good Racing number 11T for the McSizer machine as we are ready to go. Still waiting for my season, but there you go. That's going to be a good show, D Cannon. Absolutely. We got the Hayden Tolson number 327 showing up as Daniel George Jr. going to be joining us for the first time. He's got the Chewy Designs 3 Sons Racing Twisted Speed number 56 machine of Daniel George Jr. Hayden Tolson joins us here this afternoon as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 super late models going to join us here for our second session here tonight. After that, we got more super duper late models at Knoxville, and then we'll move to the UMP Modifieds at Lernerville, UMP Modifieds at Lucas Oil. Then we'll jump back with the super late models at Lanier and at I-55 Speedway. So that's what we got going on here for the SLR show here this afternoon. Super duper late models at the Eldora Speedway. 8 of them going to be joining in, and we'll have 1 heat race and 1 feature. So I'm pretty much thinking this race will probably go all the way green to checkered. We'll find out, as you'll be back to chase Hayden again next week. I see ya. Yeah, Hayden's been just absolutely, how do you want to say it, on point. Last night he had a dominating performance. He won them all besides the first one. That's because he didn't show up. And you know, the question of the day is who's going to be the one to beat him, as we have a few other guys joining in here late. As the 11T of Kindertosh working the bottom shelf of the Speedway. Gavin Butcher going to be joining, or Butcher going to be joining us again in that number 15. Normally a sprint car driver, I believe, as Daniel George in the 56 trying to get that hot lap. But so far, Kinzer Tosh in the 11T and Hayden Tolson making some contact during the warm-up session. But we got just shy about, how do you want to say, 10 more seconds, and we're going to get into our, hey, Swag Money Unlimited. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. Well, checkered flags on the way for the warm-ups, and we're going to get ready to get down and dirty here today at the Eldora Speedway. 1 heat race going to be the call, but that's going to be enough for us, and we are ready to go racing. So we'll get this thing started. Welcome everybody to the SLR show. You need to put a B out for him. Would join, but it ain't A-class, man. Go get that A-class, guys. It's not that tough. It's not that tough. You got to run B-class. If you run super late models or UMPs, go run some time trials. Run 4 of them. Get as many laps as you can. If you're close, shoot, you can be done in A-class within 30 minutes. You can run time trials in the officials as long as it's B-class and you get MRP for it. Wouldn't take you that long. Or ride, if you got over 2,000 I rating, shoot, you can just ride the back of the field of B-class race. You'd be good to go. Ain't that tough. Anybody want an EOL for heat race number 1? Again, all cars are going to make it to the night show. So if you get a 4.0 as a B-class, right, and you run, you just got to get A. If you got a B-class license and you go to UMPs or Supers, instead of joining the official, you can join time trails. If you're like a 3.7 B-class or something like that, and you race 4 of them, you get as many laps you can. You run 4 of them, you'll get 0.1 safety. So that means you run 100 laps or so, and then you get 4.0, and then you get an automatic safety boost, and you go to A-class. Like that. Real story. All right, guys, you're all A-class 2,000 or above. You got some work to do, my friend. You got some work to do, Nolan. That's going to take a little bit. My best thing isn't near 2,056, so you're kind of stuck in the middle on that one. Alrighty, guys, welcome to the show. All-Star on the leader. There are no wave arounds, no quick repairs. Everybody makes it into the show. Welcome, everybody. If you guys like what we do here, you're also streamed on 4 different channels, just so you know. Go out here and have some fun. Thanks for coming out here. We appreciate you. If you guys got more A-class drivers who want to try this, tell them to come on down. Alrighty, so Mr. Turner Knuckles in the number 17M is going to start on the pole in this one. To the outside, it's going to be in the Max Plate Sim Shop number 34. That'll be Albert Gill. You've got the number 19 from Coast to Coast Sim Sports. It's going to be the one and only Justin Byram. How about the Pro Series driver of Hayden Tolson in the number 327, and back to the outside, inside, Ryan Chilifox in the 07. Back up to the top shelf, it's going to be the number 56 of Daniel George Jr., and we are underway here for heat race number 1. Super late models underway at the Eldora Speedway, as Turner Knuckles going to be your leader in the 17M. As Hayden Tolson does quick work, he'll move up into the second spot already as these super late models will rip it to the outside. And turns 1 and 2 as a 19, that's going to be Justin Byram. You have Albert Gill and Chase Copeland all over his back bumper. Copeland's going to throw the slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. He's going to clear and he'll take the 4th spot away, but you got guys, these 3 guys 3 wide as Kinder Tosser in the 11 will be the 56 machine. That's going to be Daniel George beating and banging going on between Ryan Chilifox and the number 34 of Albert Gill, as the 15 of Travin Bircher is in the wall. Hopefully gets off the speedway and we can stay green. Battle for the race lead continues as the number 17M. That's going to be Turner Knuckles Knuckles to the inside. Here comes Hayden Tolson to the outside as Bircher does get that number 15 into the infield. Tolson with a good dive in turns 1 and 2 as they continue to race. Oh, Knuckles going to get loose. Contact's made. Hayden Tolson into the wall, and what a save for Knuckles. What a save for Turner Knuckles and Hayden Tolson. It looks like Knuckles went up there and hit the wall while Tolson was still inside of him, and then he ran him straight into the wall. 10 turn number 3. Meanwhile, it's going to allow the 19 of Justin Byram to take the lead after that contact, as we'll see the 2 to go this time by. It'll be Chase Copeland in the 110, moving up from 6 spots in the starting position. It'll go to Turner Knuckles in the number 17. Hayden Tolson going to maybe get the 3rd spot, but it looks like there's some damage on that race car affecting them, as we got our white flag in the air this time by. Well, Justin Byram in number 19. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, but here comes Copeland. Copeland with a slide job and takes it at the line. What a way to start off SLR. Chase Copeland takes it away and gets it done. Wow. You guys got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, everybody. While they're getting ready to line up, they got 2 minutes extra time. I will be right back for a second. Wow. Everybody's getting ready to go over their setups. Gave it to them. I know you gave it to them. It's all good though. Good way to start it off. I got my new favorite now. Who's your new favorite, Jeremiah? Well, as we're gonna get ready to go for the super late models, as it looks like Chase Copeland is getting ready to grid into the 110. We're waiting on Ryan Chillafox to get his car ready for feature action. And it looks like Chillafox is running out of time. Oh, here it goes. So it looks like Ryan Chillafox is not going to be able to get in. He's going to manually disconnect, and we are going to start 8 super duper late models. 15 car, if you want the outside, you may, hold on. 56 car, you can go to the outside if you choose. Hold on, let the 56 car get that choice first. Cool, 15, you can tag the tail. Sorry about that. Once again, gentlemen, all starts are on the leader. Everything you guys do are being posted on all 4 of my social medias and all heat races and things like that, including straight lines and full send sliders and intentional wrecking and things like that as well. Everything is now being posted on my social media, so if you car high somebody in a heat race or a feature, you get caught doing it, it's going to be posted, so everybody's aware. Let's go out here and have a good race, gentlemen. It's just the 8 of us. You're all A-Class 2000 and above. I expect this probably go all the green and checkered. We have another super late model show coming up next at Knoxville for 50 laps. Good luck, everybody. Chase Danielson, thank you for the awesome follow to the host, man. Welcome to the channel. As these super duper late models, A-Class 2000 iRating or better. No mirrors and no spotters. As Chase Coleman's going to take off in the middle of 3 and 4, and we are underway. Thank you, Chase Danielson. I appreciate you for coming out and having some fun. Hopefully get to see you tonight in the late models. or the UMP modified tonight. Hayden Tolson's going to go 3 wide in the middle of 3 and 4 already. 2 out of 50 as Chase Copeland's going to be your leader as he's running the bottom shelf. And here comes Hayden Tolson. He's won them all last night. As Hayden Tolson gets into the Chase Copeland there a little bit, puts him up on the hill as Copeland's going to be washed up into turn 3 and 4. As you'll have a new leader of Hayden Tolson at the line. As Turner Knuckles in the 17 going to be able to run to the inside. Hayden Tolson through the middle of 3 and 4. Turner Knuckles rolling the inside shelf as well. You'll have Chase Copeland hot on their heels as well. We're 4 out of 50. Pretty good race so far. Fully super late models here at Eldora as the 110 of Chase Copeland in the wall down to the backstretch. Justin Byron to the inside, slide chop in the middle of 3 and 4 to take the third slot, and he sure does. He'll be Justin Byron with 5 out of 50. Pretty good stuff here. Kendra Tosh, and you'll have the number 56 machine. That's going to be Daniel George, going to be the first time here. Daniel George going to get a run to the inside of the veteran driver of Tosh as they'll go door to door down to the front stretch. You got the 56 machine of George on the inside. Kendra Tosh up to the outside. It'll be a good battle for the 5th and 6th spot. George going to fall back to the 6th spot. Tosh to the 5th spot, and these guys are still side by side for the 5th spot. As it looks like Tosh going to be able to roll to the outside of the speedway. He will take the 5th spot away from Daniel George. Racing continues up front. Hayden Tolson, your leader, with Turner Knuckles in second, and Justin Byram and Copeland going to be the top 4. As the 11T, that's going to be Kendra Tosh. And here comes George once again as we got something to watch here as Tosh going to be holding on to the 5th spot. Here comes George again in that number 56 machine, getting that big run off of 3 and 4. He's a little better on the exit of 4, but these guys are doing a really good job. 9 out of 50 as Hayden Tolson just driving away through the field as he's a Pro Series driver, and he is just dominating these events here at SLR recently. Once again, we appreciate all the likes and the shares in the channel. If you guys have your favorite driver, please let me know. As Turner Knuckles into 17M, here come Byram. Byram had to get way off the throttle off of turn number 4 as he avoided getting into the wall, but that was a good save for him as the 110 of Chase Copeland will be in the 4th spot. That battle for 5th still is going on. George going to get a little loose, gets into the right side of the 11 of Kendra Tosh, and good save as George got on the brake pedals and fast. It'll go to the 34 of Albert Gill. Tarvin Bircher has already decided to call tonight as we're 12 out of 50 as Hayden Tolson in the 327 stretching his lead to a 1.7 of a gap. I hate to say it, but it might be a race for second as Tolson's just driving away again as the 17 Emma Turner Knuckles down to the backstretch. Meanwhile, the 19 of Justin Byram as Byram may be getting a little bit of a run off of 4. Not this time as it's still Knuckles for the 2nd spot, but here comes that slide job in the middle of turn 1 and 2. He'll go up the hill, try to catch the cushion. They'll bang doors down to the backstretch, but give it back to Turner Knuckles. Well, here comes Copeland. Big slider in the middle of 3 and 4, and he will still fall back to the 4th spot as Justin Byram got back to the inside of off of turns 1 and 2 down to the backstretch. We're 15 out of 50. I hate to say it, but the race might be for the 2nd spot. Here comes Copeland once again to the inside. He's got Knuckles right there in front of him. Good battle in between Byram and the Copeland number 1, and Copeland's going to feed him a right rear. Chase Copeland just fed Justin Byram a big old right rear in turns 1 and 2. And we'll see if Justin Byram's going to be able to reel him back in. Little bit of drama already on the racetrack as Chase Copeland and the number 19 of Justin Byram are going to be interesting hopefully later on in this race as it's still all Hayden Tolson driving away out of this one. Mr. Knuckles holding on into that 2nd spot as he's running 14.655. As Chase Copeland on the 110, he will throw the right rear quarter panel off the wall. Justin Byram still down to the bottom shelf. It'll go to the 11K. That's going to be Kendra Tosh. And the 56 of Daniel George and Albert Gill still getting some laps in that number 34 machine. We'll see if he's going to be able to do something later in this race as we got about, let's just say 20 out of 50. Still got a little bit of ways to go, but Hayden Tolson has just hit the afterburners, and he's got a 2.6 of a gap to Turner Knuckles in the 17M as Chase Copeland starting to reel in that 17M of Turner Knuckles. That Knuckles going to be able to roll to the bottom side of the speedway, and Chase Copeland's getting that big run off of turn 1 and 2. He's almost 0.2 faster than the 17M of Turner Knuckles, but Knuckles may be saving some tire, but we'll see. We got 22 out of 50 here tonight as Albert Gill, the number 34, he decided to park his race car as well. He is out here for tonight. Will Tolson is gone. He got about 24 out of 50 as the 110 of Chase Copeland is still trying to reel in Turner Knuckles. As Knuckles in the 17M. By the way, that is Warrior race cars, by the way. If you guys don't know, the Warrior race cars, the late model cars and things like that, man. That is actually, I think, the boy of the dad. Just to give you guys a heads up, so a pretty good idea as Knuckles is driving that Black Diamond chassis. That's what we got scanned here in Iracing. He's doing a really good job just keeping the bottom rolling as Chase Copeland's still trying to build up some momentum. But I'll tell you, Knuckles has got that setup dialed in, but now he's going to move to the middle side of the speedway as Hayden Tolson continues to drive away with a 14.776. As it's Turner Knuckles in a 17M, he'll start to move up into the middle. Here comes the 110 of Chase Copeland. Can he reel him in to make this a race? At halfway to go. So halfway to go for the super late models here this afternoon. And the number 17M of Turner Knuckles. Hayden Tolson's out in Dream Street all by himself. Turner trying to get a run down to the front stretch. Here comes Chase Copeland with slide job in turn 1 and 2. Clears it by a mile, puts the right rear quarter panel in the wall as Knuckles going to get to the inside. They'll go door to door here for that second spot as they work through the middle of 3 and 4. Once again, as the 110 of Chase Copeland to the outside. As Turner Knuckles with a slide job of his own, puts the right rear quarter panel in the wall. Chase Copeland's going to finish him off, and we got a yellow. I hate these soft right fronts. Oh, man. I hate the soft right front of these late models as Turner's going to get up in the wall and Chase is going to finish him off with the extra contact right off the corner and finishes him off and puts him up into the wall. So Chase Copeland will grab that EOL. Chase Copeland's going to grab his EOL, and he will have the field go around him. Chase, you guys are racing, but you finished him off by that contact and then put him up at the wall, broke his right front. So we'll put Copeland to the rear. So the 17M is going to be taking some repair work time as those pit crew are not really too bothered by the damage of the 17M. They're just standing there talking to each other, and you got the other ones in the suits just talking to each other as well. They're trying to figure out what they broke. But either way, Turner Knuckles is, in the pits getting some work done as we are in yellow flag conditions for the first time here at the Eldora Speedway. We got about 20 more laps into the week to go. And double file going to be 1 to green, going to be this time by. Everybody, double file going to be 1 to green this time by. So Chase Coleman's going to have to do some work as Hayden Tolson was out in Dream Street. So depending if he's got his tires burnt off or not. So we're going to find out in these next set of laps. So we got about 22 to go. SDK is a little delayed out, but that's okay. As Knuckles are going to be able to tag the tail of the field. He got the repair work done that he needs. As Hayden Tolson's going to take off with Daniel George beside him for the first time. And we are underway. Josh going to take a dip to the inside, and there's going to be Chase Copeland in the 110. He's already done some work there with Tavin Bircher in the number 15. As they'll go 4 wide off a 3 and 4. Hold on to your hats, and man, it's going to be Justin Byron to the outside. You will have the number 17M. That's going to be the one and only Turner Knuckles in the middle. Byron's going to get a run. There's going to be Tosh in the 11 as these guys are up on the fence, and Justin Byron was holding on to, no, not this time. Turner Knuckles will move back up the third. 20 to go for the super late models here this afternoon, and we only had 9 of them show up, and we got still everybody on the speedway. As the number 17 of Turner Knuckles going to throw the tight slider right to Chase Copeland. And Copeland's hot on his heels after the contact earlier. As the 17 of Knuckles to the inside, you've got Justin Byron, the 19, up there on top. Turner Knuckles tried to shut the door on him and hold on to third. As Knuckles continues to run the bottom, this time he cleared the 19 of Byram. He will stay to the bottom as there's Eddie George. Oh, man, Turner Knuckles with the big nose job to Daniel George. And we got Chase Copeland around again. Chase Copeland in the 19 at Justin Byram around once again in turns 1 and 2. Looks like Copeland's going to get a little bent out of shape off the corner, and so does the 19 of Byram, and Byram's going to tag him, and then both cars are going to come to a rest in turn 1 and 2. Let's look at that again. So you got the 110 of Copeland. Looks like the wheel's going to kick out on him here. He pushes a little tight off of 4. 56 of George and Byram get a little bit of contact, and then Byram gets crossed up. And then Chase Copeland's got nowhere to go, and both cars come to a stop in turns 1 and 2. Well, there ain't going to be no call on that one. We'll call that straight up some racing. As Justin Byram is in the hot pits here, getting that number 19 machine some work done. He's got a little bit of nose damage on the right front. And once again, his crew just seems to not really be in a hurry. They're sitting there having coffee, talking about what they're going to do on date nights. So, unfortunately, the 19 of Justin Byram's crew is just kind of like, yeah, we're good. So we'll get these cars ready to go once again, as Hayden Tolson's still going to be your leader, and we will see. Oh, man, that sucks. I'm sorry. Double file going to be 1 to green, everybody. Double file going to be 1 to green. So, by the way, a little bit of contact between George and Byram. The crew finally got underneath the car, and they said it broke his right front, and it threw him into Copeland. So, well, at least they got him back out on the speedway. At least they tightened that bolt that he needed to tighten on at least. But, they sure talked about a lot of coffee and dates. I don't know what's going on with your pit crew, man, but I'd have a talk with them. But Hayden Tolson's going to lead him out to the green, and there's Turner Knuckles to the outside, and we are back underway. Turner Knuckles is tired of Hayden Tolson. Look at Chase Copeland, the big dive in turn 1 and 2. That'll allow Kinder Tossin and the number 11 team to the inside. We had 2 yellows in this one. As here comes Knuckles to the inside of Hayden Tolson. We might get a race for the lead with 15 to go. Did Hayden Tolson burn his tires off? I don't think he did. I think he's just playing around here with Turner Knuckles, as Kinder Tosh and 11 now going to move up himself into the 3rd spot. 14 laps to go, and Chase Copeland's putting the whole entire car into the wall, and that didn't really work out for him too well either, as Kinder Tosh going to take a look for 2nd. It's going to be Mr. Knuckles in the 17M and Kinder Tosh in the 11T. Chase Copeland's going to throw a bomb in turns 1 and 2. Actually, it's a little bomb, as it's going to be Kinder Tosh going to try to get back to the inside of Chase Copeland. As Copeland's up on the outside, we got a just shy of 13, make it 12 to go. As Chase Copeland now starting to work the bottom side of the speedway, as he's got Knuckles up there on the outside in the 2nd spot. As Chase Copeland down to the inside, still rolling it off of turn number 4. It's going to be Knuckles at the line. As it'll be Copeland, he's going to roll to that inside shelf again here. Full to Super Late Models. Shuts the door on Turner Knuckles down to the backstretch. Knuckles enters right there to the inside, and there's Kinder Tosh right there looking in from the outside. 10 to go, and Hayden Tolson straight out rode the wall off of turns 1 and 2. As Chase Copeland ran a 15.071, and Copeland ran a 15.038 on the bottom. So there is some 2-lane racing going on with 9 to go. Once again, you guys are killing the likes, everybody. We appreciate you for coming out, enjoying the races, and the drivers for coming out here this afternoon. As Hayden Tolson at 327, he'll go to Chase Copeland, Turner Knuckles, the 11T of Kinder Tosh. He'll go to the 56 of Daniel George. The pit crew for Justin Byram got that work done on the number 19, and it'll be Tavin Bircher. A lot of laps down here this afternoon. He's getting some laps on the speedway. Well, I don't know if anybody's going to be catching up to Hayden Tolson, but if it's anybody, it could be Chase Copeland, 15.077 to Hayden Tolson's 14.998. We'll see what Hayden Tolson does this time around. 15.081, Chase Copeland with 15.314, and that right rear spoiler about had it, as the Magical Goblins continue to put that spoiler right back onto the back of the car, as you got about 5 to go this time by. 5 to go for the Super Duper Late Models, and I think that's about all she wrote, not unless Hayden Tolson makes a really big mistake here, but I don't think it's going to happen 4 to go for the Pro Series driver of Hayden Tolson. Chase Copeland, Turner Knuckles, Kinder Tosh. Davin Berger just disappeared on my screen. You've got the number 56, going to be Daniel George, and you'll have the number 19 of Justin Byram and Albert Gill and Ryan Chilifox and Bircher. Bircher's out there getting some last night and too bothered by him on the speedway, but the race for second might be finally starting to come back alive here as Turner Knuckles all about 2/10 faster than Chase Copeland. Now remember, folks, Copeland put Turner Knuckles into the wall earlier today. We'll see if Knuckles going to play a little bit nice, but he is all about 2/10 faster than the 110 of Chase Copeland, but he gets into the wall down to the backstretch as Hayden Tolson will see the white flag in the air this time by. White flag for second as it's all Hayden Tolson. He is gone in a 327. He'll see the checkered flag. The race for second. Copeland to the bottom. Here comes Knuckles to the outside, and it's not going to get there. It'll go to Copeland, Knuckles, Kinder Tosh, and Daniel George and Justin Byram. Davin Bircher will be your field for the Super Duper Late Models here at Outdoor Speedway. Everybody, we got another race going to Knoxville. If you guys want to come out there and join us, please do. Well, Hayden Tolson in the 327 as Justin Byram's going to do a little, I don't know what that was. And we'll get the other race started here for you guys momentarily. Super Duper Late Models are next at Knoxville. We'll get Turner Knuckles out the way here. Man, what a show by you, sir.
Did I crash somebody? Because I fed a door to a guy and the caution came out and I didn't know if I wrecked somebody or not.
I don't think you wrecked anybody.
Okay, good. Because I was feeding doors off of Ford because I had no traction on exit. So whoever I hit, my bad, not on purpose. I have never ran this car combo, or not car combo, the like weight and engine power thing. I haven't ran that yet, so this was definitely a learning curve and different. And I really liked it. Made it a lot more difficult and slick. Rear weight and everything, having that weight not be in there. You gotta put more fuel in it and do it next time. Really glad I come out. I haven't raced in a while.
Yeah, so you really like the car and the track combo with the lighter weight and the extra percentage of power?
Yeah, it made it. You had to drive for one I had too much gear, but like if the weight was just regular what it is stock and I had this gear and I'd been okay, but because there wasn't a lot of weight in the rear, it was like didn't plant through tires much. So it was just kind of skatey for what I had because I didn't really know, and I was kind of rushing to get my stuff because it was not passing tech.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got put into the fence there a little bit by Copeland and then got the repair work done with your crew just over there talking about coffee and got third, man. Who do you got to think?
I gotta think. Hold on, I got a bunch of new sponsors. Just want to make sure I get them right. I got, all right, here we go. Warrior Race Cars, East Tennessee Paving, Dyer Trucking, Elite Professional Solutions, Kennedy Motorsports, Nuggles Consulting, Camden Gardner Racing, and Case Motorsports, American Man Designs, and everybody keeps me going.
FYI, I was a 4,000 strength of field, by the way, too, for this race. Chase Copeland, boy, you gave old Byram a door, like a right rear, and you're in the fence, your radical spoilers falling off. Did you have a whole lot of fun or what?
Baby, I have fun every time I come run some SLR. I've been busy this week. Work's been kicking my butt, man. Haven't been able really to run a whole lot, but finally got a day off, and I saw the Lernerville race go up, and I was making some food, and I was like, well, I'll catch the next one. I saw where Lernerville rained out, and it was old Dora next. And I thought, oh, baby, we're in there.
Well, how'd you feel with the first time with the 110? You said you liked it last time. Looked like something changed for here.
Oh yeah, I liked it. I was playing with setup. I knew I had something that probably wasn't going to be that good. I just kind of made it on the fly, but it wasn't bad at the end. I mean, Hayden's just dominant. I mean, he's always fast, and anytime you can run second behind him, it's pretty much a win in my book for being unk status and as little as I get on anymore. But I really enjoy racing with Hayden. Turner, sorry to Turner for putting him in the wall there. I thought you caught the wall a little bit, and I thought I had more room there, but obviously I didn't. Not apologizing to Byram.
Not apologizing to Byram.
Nah, he doesn't deserve it. Nah, it makes his ego too big. Nah, I know me and Byram growing up together. We live in the same town, so it's always cool getting to race with him whenever there's a SLR show. But yeah, no, that was a blast. I love the weight reduction, the extra horsepower, and having to make something on the fly, and just kind of coming up with stuff. We've been kind of testing with some other cars and stuff like that, and it's a really cool option. I think there's going to be some really cool money races and league races coming up here soon with it, from what I've heard. But yeah, no, I'm ecstatic. I love it.
Well, I'm glad you like it, and we got supers going to Knoxville coming up next. Who do you guys think?
Same as always, all the guys over at Majula C Speed Shop, CFM, keeping us fast, giving us the knowledge to be able to tune on the sets for when stuff like this happens, and we can get everything back in a playing field and get the car level and stable. All the homies over at Midwest Sim Sports, Aces and Eights, for the sick raps, and you've put on these shows, man.
Well,
Hayden and Turner and everybody for racing.
Yeah, man, thanks for coming out. Good news is there was a update today. No downtime. There was a stability patch. I'm sure you have the best user experience possible. I just read that.
Thank God they're doing something. As long as they're doing something, I'm not going to complain, I guess.
Well, the Pro Series, Pro Series driver Hayden Tolson.
What's up here?
Man, I saw you ride the wall from A to B in turn 1 and 2, and I was like, uh-oh, you might be done.
Yeah, that was a close call there. I think I entered 1 and 2 just a little high, and I got a little tight, and so I was going to break my right front there, but luckily I was able to get off of it and keep her going.
Well, you kept it going, man, and you got up to the front rather quick and just absolutely dominating this race, man.
Yeah, I started 4th, and Justin went to the top 1 and 2 there, and I think it was Turner on my inside, and he went to the bottom, so I just went through the middle on 1 and 2, split on both, and then got in the 2nd there, and then going in 3 and 4 there, got in chase a little bit, and it didn't mean to get into him there, and I kind of shot him up the track, and I was going to let him back by boat, and I looked to see how far back he was. He was like 8/10, and it would just mess the whole race up. So I didn't, and had a caution there, I believe, at like 28ish, 30ish, and wasn't really sure how I was going to fire off there, but fire off pretty good, and just able to hit consistent laps.
Well, we got Knoxville already loaded in, man, and we're getting ready to head over there. And who do you guys think?
Yeah, that'd be my final race. I'm going to go with my pop balls after that one. But all my sponsors from Josie Speed Shop, CFM Sports, House on Repair, you put this race on, and we'll catch you at Knoxville.
We'll see you at Knoxville, man. Let's get it rolling.
Let's go.
So if you guys don't know already, Knoxville is already up and ready to loading in. I try to keep everything rolling as fast as we can. We do have the UMP Modifieds coming up for a few shows coming up next. As it is Friday, there is real life racing and things like that going out there. So if you guys do get the opportunity to come out here and go racing, please do come on down, and that works. But either way, we got UMP Modified. They'll be coming up next at Lernerville and Lucas Oil Speedway back to back, and then we'll go back to the super duper late models once again. So Brett Grube, Justin Byram, Kinder Toss, Samuel Mount, and Taven Birch are going to be coming back once again for the super duper late models here at Knoxville. So these guys should be already on the speedway, and they are. As Samuel Mount, the number 32, will be joining us, the Kyle Brennan, and a few other guys as well, as we are getting this loaded up and ready to go. Like I said, I'm trying to keep some of the downtime out of the show, and we're just kind of starting to move them on a little more and a little more and a little more. So we did that last night. We got done about 8:45 last night. It was great. We got everything done, ready to go racing and things like that, and we keep on growing. A lot of people always ask me, hey, how do you get in this? Well, real easy. Go into my Discord, hop on in, and I can send you a friend request over here. By the way, all my videos that I've been posting. Oh, that's right. We are A-Class 2000 I rating, just so you know. To run SLR, we are A-Class 2000 I rating, just so you guys are aware. Reason why, too, is there a couple B-Class guy drivers that will cause a lot of mayhem and a lot of harm. Yes, my car counts drop, but we are getting so much better racing. We're getting through shows a lot faster. So, if you guys run, this is going to be our third one today. The first one was a rain out We went to Eldora Speedway, and we ran that event. That event ended rather fast. And then this one here will probably be about the same thing. But I'm taking only A-class drivers. I'm taking 2K and above drivers only. And then after that, we're going to start kicking people that can't get it done correctly from there. So, there's plenty of ways if you guys are trying to get that A-class license. You can run time trials as long as if you're a B-class guy, for example, you can run time trials for safety rating. Little did you know that you can run, say if you go to super late models and you run time trials and don't hit nothing, don't spin out, don't anything, you get awarded safety rating. Another thing, if you're not worried about your I rating, you have plenty of I rating, you can go to a B-class race and you don't go to practice, you don't go qualifying, you start in the back of the field and roll on. Do you have 2,000 I rating drive? Do you have 2,000 I rating? Okay, what's your name? What's your iRacing account? Ah, okay. You know what? Come on down. You should be able to join. I'm pretty sure I know why you ain't able to join. Come on down. You got about 15 seconds. I got a nice little blacklist video for you. I got a nice little blacklist video on you. I'm going to put an X beside it so you know, but you can come race. Oh, fair warning to all straight lines and full send sliders and stuff like that. You are being posted. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So I'll give you a heads up. So anything you do something stupid or something wrong in my races, I go back to every single replay, clip it, record it to remind me why I banned you in the first place. And there's something that's in my SLR Discord because I keep tabs on all of you. Just to give everybody a heads up, all SLR events now, if you straight line somebody, guess what? I am posting you straight lining somebody on all 4 of my platforms. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anybody want an EOL for heat race number 1? Give you that heads up?
I think.
Got it. Corey Jefferson of the 57J is going to be taking one. I don't think Eli Case is going to get here in time. Kendra Tosh is going to take one here at Knoxville. All right. 29,800 likes to the channel. Thank you all for doing that here this afternoon. All right. Well, let's get ready to go. Coming through after the shower, Peter. That's cool. We got rain showers already rolling here on the East Coast. And already, so Justin Byram and Kyle Brennan, you guys will be the top 1, 2. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Again, no straight lines, no full set sliders. Let's go racing how it should be. No mirrors. Sliders are going to be tight. Some are going to be short. Some are going to be there. You guys dictate how that goes. By the way, to give you all a heads up, it happened accidentally, but somebody car hide somebody in one of my races, and I got really good footage of it, and they're not happy about that. So, brand new idea. You straight line, full send anybody, completely door somebody or whatnot, and driving like a little ding-dong. Guess what? I'm posting it on my DC, banning you, and I'm posting it on all my social media platforms. So, you guys dictate how we all drive. So, Tolson, you can go to the outside. I see the 29. You can go to the inside. 57J to the outside. And the 11, you guys can figure it out yourselves back here. Well, let's get ready to go for the super late models here tonight, as it's Justin Byron going to start on the pole in that number 19 to the outside. It'll be the number 39. That'll be Kyle Brennan. You have the number 12 machine. That's going to be Jaden Sporsky with the number 15. That's going to be Tavin Bircher. You will have the number 32 out of CGR. It's going to be Samuel Mount with the 327 of Hayden Tolson. You got the number 29B of Brett Grube. After that'll be the 57J. That'll be Corey Jefferson. And the 11T. That's going to be Kinder Tosh. Eli Case will be joining us later as we are ready to go racing here at the SLR show. We are underway. 8 laps going to be the distance here at Knoxville Speedway. So far, everybody's ready to go. Eli K's going to get a couple laps on his race car, hopefully. As the number 19, now Justin Byers is going to throw that slide top in the middle of 3 and 4. As he's got Kyle Brennan right there to the inside. They'll race, and new leader of the line will be Kyle Brennan. As Justin Byron, that number 19 machine will be the number 12 of Jaden Sporsky. The number 327 of Hayden Tolson. Corey Jefferson trying to take a look at the inside of the 32 of Mount. As Jefferson going to be all over the back bumper, him out of turn number 4, as it's still Samuel Mount going to be in the 5th spot. Corey Jefferson in the 57 took an EOL penalty. After that, it's going to be the number 11T of Kinder Tosh. You've got the number 29 of Brett Grube, and the rest of the guys as we roll on. As Kyle Brennan at number 39 will be rolling down to the front stretch with 5 more to go. It's the number 19. That's going to be Justin Byron with the number 12. That'll be Jaden Sporsky. As Jaden Sporsky going to get a run down to the back stretch. We'll see if he can do it in the middle of 3 and 4. Sporsky drives it in way too deep, and Justin Byron's going to be able to roll right on the outside. We got 4 to go here in Knoxville. 4 to go here at the Knoxville Speedway as Kyle Brennan at number 39 continues to lead this one away as the number 19 of Justin Byron will go to the number 12 of Sporsky, but here comes Hayden Tolson. Tolson at number 327 grabs a little bit of a door from Sporsky as here comes that slide job in 1 and 2. Not going to get there at this time. Jaden Sporsky with a good run down on the backstretch. Hayden Tolson to the inside. They'll go door to door in the middle of 3 and 4. You got about 3 more laps to go. And here comes Jaden Sporsky. He gets a good run on the outside. As the 327 to Hayden Tolson and Sporsky drive go down by side off of 3 and 4. As here comes the tight slider right across the nose. Jaden Sporsky right there battling back to the inside. White flag in the air. Sporsky and Tolson been putting on a show here as Jaden's going to get to the inside. It's a 327 of Hayden Tolson back to the outside. Slide job in the middle of 3 and 4 as that's going to make it easy for Tolson. But it's Kyle Brennan going to get the win. It'll go to Justin Byram, Hayden Tolson, Jaden Sporsky, the 32 of Samuel Mount, Kinder Tosh, the number 29 of Brett Grube, and the number 15 of Tavin Birch are going to be your field. UMP Modified drivers, get ready to go. UMP Modified drivers, you are up next. So yeah, we're doing our thing here at the SLR show. Good to see everybody coming out here and having a little bit of fun with us as the US Super Late Models are here at Knoxville Speedway, and Kyle Brennan and Justin Byram are going to be the 1-2 going into the start of this one, and these guys are going to get about 2 more minutes to grid. Oh, yes, indeed. So far, it's a bit of a nice day here at the old Knoxville Speedway. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get it started as Hayden Tolson at number 327 will start on the pole with Justin Byram. Not really. Sorry, I'm a liar. Kyle Brennan and Justin Byram have not, and I repeat, have not got on the speedway yet. Hayden Tolson will be in the 3rd spot. Jaden Sporsky in the number 12. You'll have the number 32 of Samuel Mount. It'll be the number 29 of Brett Grube. He'll be starting in the 8th spot. You got the number 15 ride of Tavin Bircher. How about the number 11T? That's going to be Kinder Tosh. As the 57J, that's going to be Corey Jefferson. So far, no Eli Case yet as he missed heat race action. He's probably got to build a setup because of the extra horsepower and the 110 weight. So he's going to be trying to get a setup to pass tech as you got to build brand new setups to come racing here. Surprise, everybody. Yeah, that'll get it to you. UMP Modifieds are the same thing. Like I said, the weights and the power has been adjusted in these cars, and unfortunately it looks like Eli Case is not going to be able to join this field of cars as he's got a little more time, but I don't think he's going to get enough. And yeah, so every race here at SLR is pretty much new. It's Kinder Tosh. No, Kinder Tosh exited off the speedway and it put him in the pit area, I think. No, Kinder Tosh was ready to go. Oh, man. That's a shame. Well, alrighty. So Eli Case is not going to make it out back out in time. He's going to try to get a setup in, but it's going to be the 39 of Kyle Brennan to start on the pole in this one. It's just a Myron the 19 going to be to the outside of the speedway. After that, you're going to have the 327 from Hayden Tolson and the CFM Majula Say ride. It'll be the Majula Say BMSS number 12 of Jaden Sporsky. After that, it's going to be number 32. That'll be Samuel Mount. To the outside of him will be his own team and team owner. That's going to be Corey Jefferson in the 57J. You've got the 15 of Tavin Bircher with the number 29B. That's going to be Brett Groob. So that is your field of cars here this afternoon as the number 39. Well, yeah, go ahead. If I get a yellow, Kendra, I could probably give you a wave for that, but we'll see if we get a yellow. If not, you can get some laps in at least. I can't believe that did that to you. Yes, sir. New house. New house. As the 39 of Kyle Brennan's going to start on the pole, you'll have the number 19. I'll be Justin Byron to the outside. Thank you. As we are ready to go racing, we're underway. Thank you, baby. Deeper Deeper Late Models underway. Morely local. I didn't move anywhere else, but I'm relatively local. As Ginger Tosh and company, looks like Eli Case is not going to be able to get a setup built. As we'll get him off the speedway. As we are ready, yes sir. So with these super late models here at the Knoxville Speedway tonight, as the Hayden Toll number 327 already out in front into the lead with a 17.384. As Kyle Brennan of the 39, you will have the number 12 of Jaden Sporsky. You'll go to the 19 of Justin Byram. Corey Jefferson a little outside as here comes Samuel Mount to the outside of him. As that's going to be a battle for the 6th and 5th spot. It's going to be Mount the 32. He's getting a big run down to the outside as Corey Jefferson, the 57J. He'll tag to the inside. Meanwhile, the number 29 of Brett Groob making some new moves. Just got VR, by the way, as he'll try to get a look to the inside of Corey Jefferson. Big slide job in the middle of turn 1 and 2. All but lost it as Corey Jefferson got a good cut down back underneath. Oh, Corey Jefferson hit the infield berm hard on the brakes. Nah, we are just kind of already settled in, packed up. I bought this place in February of 21, so I got about 2 months. Well, Hayden Tolson on Dream Street once again as we'll look for more racing going on in the back of the field. That's Justin Byron at number 19. Meanwhile, it's going to be the number 32 of Samuel Mount to the outside. As he continues to roll the top, he might get a run on him down to the backstretch. We're going to find out as Samuel Mount still trying to get the momentum built as Justin Byram. Thank you, sir. As Justin Byram, the number 19, rolls. Here comes Samuel Mount. Now I'm going to try to get a run to the inside of the 19 of Justin Byram, but you do got a battle for the 2nd spot. As Kyle Brennan to the 39, Jaden Sporsky in the BMMS number 12. As here comes Sporsky, he's going to get a run to the inside as the 39 of Kyle Brennan to the outside shelf again. As here comes Jaden Sporsky, he's going to go door to door with him on turn number 2. As the 39 of Kyle Brennan, he'll get a run down to the backstretch again. As Jaden Sporsky all over the back bumper of him. We only got 10 laps into this one already. And Sporsky says, hold my beer, I'm going to the outside of the 39 of Kyle Brennan. Oh, man, I hope he opened the can for him before he took him out to the outside. But my goodness, as Sporsky now moves into the 2nd spot. But can he catch up to Hayden Tolson? As the 39 of Kyle Brennan in the 2nd spot, the 19 of Justin Byram, the 32 of Samuel Mount. It'll be the number 29 of Brett Groob. Groob just got on VR, and that Knuckles Consulting number 29. As he continues to go down to the backstretch, we'll see if Samuel Mount's going to take the inside. Brett Groob might get a run. Here comes the run. Looking to the inside. Man, I think he should have stayed to the outside shelf. He might have been all right. Brett Groob's going to hit the inside berm. Side job in 1 and 2. That'll clear him for the 5th spot as Samuel Mount's going to take a run back down to the inside. They will go door to door down to the backstretch as Samuel Mount's going to throw his slider. Ooh, that was awfully short as, man, Brett Groob has found the brake pedal. 13 out of 50 for the super late models, and there's another slide job there for Brett Grube, and then there's got the 15 of Tavin Bircher. As Bircher's now starting to get this car figured out here, as you got Corey Jefferson in number 57. Man, he is way out of shape there. He keeps hitting the inside berm. Kinder tossed a couple of laps down. One lap down as he somehow missed his start. But Hayden Tolson just out here slow rolling that number 327 machine. As it's going to be the 12 of Jaden Sporsky, the 39 of Kyle Brennan with the 19 of Justin Byram. 15 out of 50 for these super duper late models. They are 10% faster, and they got 110 pounds of weight out of them. But the 32 of Samuel Mount rolls to the outside. He'll be in the fifth spot with the number 29. Brett Grube, it'll go to the 15 of Tavin Bircher. He's doing looking a lot better. Man, Corey Jefferson just seems to have that setup way out of whack, as the 57J has really loose in the corners. We got 16 out of 50 as these super late models about single file nose to tail around the speedway. And Hayden Tolson continuing to lead with the 12 of Jaden Sporsky with the 39 of Kyle Brennan. The 19 of Justin Byron going to be your top three, as we will. Ooh, Sammy Mount but gotten into the wall. But hey, you guys can get the chance to ride on board and see what it's like to go around Knoxville as you ride on board with Justin Byron. So you guys getting a little bit of a run here for the Super Duper late models. Look at Justin Byron. We get a big run off of turn number 4. I wonder if Kyle Brennan might have spun the wheels. Oh, something's really wrong with that number 39 of Kyle Brennan, because it's going to be all Justin Byron. Here comes Samuel Mount to the inside of him, as they'll race door to door once again. It's Kyle Brennan, number 39, right there in front of him in the third spot. The only one that so far has anything for Hayden Tolson will be Jaden Sporsky, as Kinder Toss, I believe, pulled his car in the infield. I'm not for sure, but it looks like he has, as he did not get that setup done as well. So the battle for third continues on. Kyle Brennan at number 39 with the 19. That's going to be Justin Byron. Look at Samuel Mount get real racing with Byron for the fourth spot, as Samuel Mount had to hit the binders, as we're 23 out of 54 the super late models here at the Knoxville Speedway. Kyle Brennan moving his car up to the outside of the speedway for the third spot, as these guys are still rolling to the outside. Kyle Brennan for the third spot. It'll be Justin Byron in the 19. You'll have Sammy Mountain, the number 32. The 29 of Brett Grube. Meanwhile, it'll be the number 15 Tavin Bircher, as Bircher's getting a good run on Brett Grube at number 15. But so far, your race leader of Hayden Tolson is on Dream Street at halfway to go. It'll go to Jaden Sporsky. I'm looking at those lap times a little bit. Sporsky is a 10th faster than Hayden Tolson. So maybe, just maybe, I know we're all going to be wishing him for it, as Kyle Brennan now starting to get on the gas as well, as he ran a 17.460. So with 25 more laps to go, Sporsky and Kyle Brennan are technically closing. That last lap time between Tolson and Sporsky was a 15.516 and a 17.517. So it's Justin Byron. Here's the number 32. That's going to be Mr. Samuel Mount, as Mount's going to be able to run that slide line in 3 and 4. But it's about single file nose to tail so far for these super late models here on a Friday night, as I do thank the wonderful 10 drivers that showed up so far. No yellows in this one. Again, we are A-class cars, and we're 2000i rating or better. But we got a little bit of racing going on. I saw Samuel Mount and the number 29 of Brett Grube make some contact in the middle of 3 and 4. But here comes Tavin Bircher in the 7th spot, as he's going to try to get a run down to the backstretch here. We'll see if Brett Grube can hold up the charge, and he can, as Tavin Bircher's looking really good here at Knoxville Speedway with 22 more to go. UMP Modifieds are on deck. I repeat, UMP Modifieds for 2 events. One at Lernerville and the other one at Lucas Oil Speedway, I believe. You guys are up next. Well, it's been all Hayden Tolson once again. He said this will be his last race here tonight, as Hayden Tolson continues to run right around the outside of the speedway. Got 20 to go. 17.4 was that last lap time. That was a 17.413. We'll see if he does any better this time by with a 17.544. As Jaden Sportsky ran up 17.762. So he's just getting faster as this continues. So as we continue on, as we got 19 to go, Hayden Tolson just driving away again as Sammy Mountain at number 32. Meanwhile, the number 15 ride, that'll be Tavin Bircher. As the number 29 of Brett Grube, he's still rolling on the outside of the speedway, and we continue on racing our super late models here. So far, absolutely no yellows here tonight, and these guys are still up on the outside. Brett Grube, man, he is hauled the way up on the racetrack, man. All but took the right front off the race car off of turns 1 and 2. Sammy Mount going to try something different, and Corey Jefferson parked his race car, and Corey Jefferson's going to call it tonight as well. As Hayden Tolson in a 327 still to the outside. Meanwhile, it's going to be the number 12, Jaden Sporsky, still unable to close as that gap's all by 4.4 to Tolson. Well, Captain Keith, good to see you, sir. As we continue on, as the super late model is about 15 to go here at the Knoxville Speedway. And like I said, Corey Jefferson just dropped due to connection upload packet loss. So that'll do it for Corey Jefferson tonight as well in the 57J. But Hayden Tulsa continues to drive away through the field as Jaden Sporsky's in the second spot. And you guys are getting to run a couple more laps with the 327 and see what he's doing to be around here in Knoxville. Well, that was a few laps around the racetrack with the Pro Series driver of Hayden Tolson with Jaden Sporsky in that number 12 machine. As we got about 9 to go, going to be this time by. Race car tires starting to go away on some of these drivers. At the number 19 on Justin Byron with the number 29 on Brett Grube. They all but got together there a little bit as it's all going to be the 39 of Kyle Brennan in the third spot. So far, a pretty clean, cautionless race so far. As the 15 of Tavin Bircher able to get around the 32 of Samuel Mount. Mount going to try again down to the backstretch. We got about 8 more to go for the super late models. As the 42 of Mount's going to get to the inside of Bircher, and then we'll still go door to door in the middle of 3 and 4. As the battle will be for the 6th spot. Mount's in the 32. He'll try to get a run. Here comes race leader Hayden Tolson right there behind him as well. As the number 32 of Sammy Mount, he'll get to the inside. Meanwhile, the number 15 machine, that's going to be Bircher to the outside. Hayden Tolson in some lap down traffic, but he's got a 6.7 lead over Jaden Sporsky as the battle for last continues on. Sammy Mount at 32 got a good run down on the bottom shelf off of turn number 2 there. As battling continues on, Brett Grube and Justin Byram on the speedway. And I saw Samuel Mount throw a nice old slide job on the 15 of Bircher. As here comes the leader, Hayden Tolson. Just look how much faster he is as he's going to try to get around with 2. As you got the 32 of Mount to the outside. As Samuel Mount continues to roll right through the middle. That's going to be Hayden Tolson putting them a lap down. And great job holding on to the race car as Tolson's going to be able to roll to the bottom side of the speedway. Well, Colson continues to drive away as it's going to be the 32 of Samuel Mount with the number 15 machine of Tavin Bircher as those guys continue to race it out for the last spot with 3 to go. Well, 3 to go for the Super Late Models here this afternoon as it's going to be Sportsky in the second spot. You'll have Kyle Brennan at 39. The 19 of Justin Byron with the number 29 of Brett Grube. As Hayden Tolson continues to lead, you'll see 2 to go. Woo-wee! So it's all Hayden Tolson again out in front. He said it's going to be his last race, so we'll see what happens with the UMP Modifieds. Hayden Tolson will see the white flag once again in the 327. Jaden Sporsky will also see the white flag as well, and you'll have the 39 of Kyle Brennan in third, as this could be the 19 of Justin Byron in fourth. It'll be the 29 of Brett Grube in fifth, but checkered flag waves, green to checkered, as Hayden Tolson will get it done. Samuel Mount will be for 6, Tavin Bircher will be for 7. Jaden Sporsky is going to try the tip top of the outside of the speedway. He will finish in second. It'll go to the 39 of Kyle Brennan. He will finish third. After that, it'll be the 19 of Justin Byron. What up, Raven? And Brett Grube will be your top 5. And Hayden Tolson once again steals another here tonight. Well, Hayden Tolson gets another one. Jaden Sporsky in the second spot. We've been racing. Pretty quick, easy, simple, and to the point. As this one just went green to checkered here in Knoxville. So congratulations to all those guys. As Kyle Brennan didn't get there quick enough. And Hayden Tolson gets the win into the 327 of dominating fashion.
What's up?
Man, I'll tell you what. You were just a stellar of the crowd, man.
Yeah, I feel like we have a pretty good balance right now with this whole weight deal. I feel like no matter what weight you put in, I have a good balance, so a good feel that I like, and it's just clicking right now. Everything I'm doing as far as setup-wise is just clicking, and we're really good everywhere I go, so it's always good.
Do you know you won by 8.873 seconds? Was the tires any a factor with 50 laps of green flag action here?
Not so much. I had 43 tire left, so I think I had a little bit left there. I never really fell off, really. The last couple laps I fell off a little bit, but that's kind of be expected about the last 10 laps. But I mean, my lap times, I'm looking at them, they were pretty consistent, 4s, 5s midway through that race, and yeah, man, I felt really good. We have a really good baseline right now for every track, and I feel like we're clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, you're definitely clicking on cylinders, man. 8-second of a gap, nobody close to you. Even past the lap down cars, like they were setting skill. But who do you got to thank? I got UMP Modifieds coming up at Lernerville next.
Yeah, just all the guys from me Sports from Josie Speed Shop. I did run some chassis. You put a race on, and we'll see you sometime again.
All right, man. See you later, man. Have a good day.
Yep, you too.
Jaden Sporsky, after you got second, that was about all she wrote on it.
Yeah, by the time we got to second, Hayden already had like 2 seconds, ran into the berm a couple times, and then ran the tire right off the race car.
Man, I'll tell you what, how was this racetrack like for you for 50 laps, green to checkered?
I prefer Knoxville to be a little more slicked off. Obviously not an excuse after losing by almost 9 seconds, but
it's Hayden Tolson, that guy's tough to beat,
he's kind of got a pro license or something like that.
Yeah, well, hey, I think he said he's not going to be in the next one. He's going somewhere, so we have UMPs coming up next at Lernerville. I hope to see you there. What do you got to think?
Black Magic Sim Sports, CFM, Blake Cobb for the rap, and you for putting this on.
Hey, man, we'll see you hopefully for the UMP Modifieds. I got that loading up now.
All right, thank you.
Kyle Brennan. Fun fact, Jaden Sporsky, did you hand him the beer when he blew your doors off on the outside of you?
Yeah, we were kind of in a Discord chat, and I was like, yeah, you can go. I'm just saving my tires, hoping that we'd have at least one caution, because I knew I'd be there if we had a caution, and yeah, the caution just never came.
And
I think I still had like 60. I had 68 right rear left on it.
Oh, so
I
you
had
tried
I
to
had so
play
much.
it.
Yeah, I tried to play it. I mean, there were those. I don't know if you were watching me, but there at like the last probably 10 or 15. I was just having fun out there at that point. I was just going out there, just ripping the lip down, just seeing how much tire I could just fry off in those last 15.
I mean, it's hard to beat Tolson and everybody. You know, once he's gone and off of the races, it's like that's about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, me and Tolson last time we raced here, I think it was me, Tolson, and Jamie
Massey.
Massey. We had a really great race actually. And yeah, I mean, I kind of just ran that baseline that I had for this, race. And yeah, I mean, race car was a rocket ship. Just cautions never really came to us, you could say.
Well, I'll tell you, at least you had a good run here. You got find out what 50 laps is like here on the super late model, green the checkered. Who do you got to think?
RTB, Red and Trucking, Dye Towing, Reefer Heiko, and Cocky Foy Consultings, and all our graphics for the wrap.
Well, I got
And
UMP
most-
Modifieds already loading up and ready to go, so we'll see you there, hopefully.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. So the UMP Modifieds are coming up next here at the Lernerville Speedway, and hopefully you guys are going to be running some UMP Modifieds. Again, these cars are a little bit different. We have 110% more power, and we got more weight in them as well. And if you guys want to come out here, you guys can continue on racing, by the way. And if you guys have an A-Class license, 2000 I rating or better, you may come on down. Again, we've had a perfect green the checkered race. Yeah, granted, only 8 cars, but hey, still a perfect green the checkered race. So things are looking a little bit better. We're already getting into our 4th event already. The first event was a rain out. Now we're already into our 4th session already for the UMP Modifieds here at the Lernerville Speedway. And that is coming up next. And we got a few joining in already. So if you guys want to go racing, come on down. I know it's a Friday. I know a lot of people are going to real life races. Thank you for all checking in. For a sprint car guy, you did really good, Tavin. You survived the whole race, and I believe you passed the car. So you're getting better at them. So good hats off for you. Thank you for trying at least. And if you guys are struggling to get your A-Class license, if you are struggling to get it, we have tons of people in the SLR Discord that will be willing to help you. You just got to ask for it, and then you guys can go out here and join the SLR shows. But as we roll on, as we have a few UMP modified drivers showing up here at Lernerville, and we have enough cars, we will have this race. I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, you only got 5-10 cars. Okay. That's because you're probably not A-Class, and you're probably not 2000 I rating or better there, Maddox. So I'm sorry about that. Brendan Brazel's going to be joining us. That'd be cool. Saw him over there watching in on the TikTok side of things. That's cool to see you join in. If you guys do want to join the SLR Discord, for those on that side of things, you guys are going to have to send me a friend request. Everybody else, there should be a link somewhere in one of my videos or anything that we post as well. So good to have everybody rolling. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 UMP modifieds. Anthony Dalton's on his way through the rain and headed your way. Yeah, it looks like a lot of racing for Saturday is going to get rained out in my area. So they haven't officially made the call yet, but I have a feeling that's going to be very, very, very soon. So we roll on with our racing action here this afternoon. Thank you for my wife for some food. And we will continue on with our session. Port Royal just canceled. It did? Yep. See, I work at Winchester Speedway, and they got the big sprint. They got a sprint car race going to Winchester, the IMCA 305s, and then they also have the Rush Series late models heading to Winchester on Saturday. I went down there and I checked the old weather. Man, they're calling for rain like 4 whatever. Thank you for the share, by the way, Kenzer. We appreciate you. They're calling like 4 a.m. The rain's gonna, or 4 p.m. the rain's gonna start up there or something like that. And it's saying it's gonna be rather heavy, as Jackson's internet is really bugging on. But if they get that show in, that's gonna be a miracle. But knowing what they're going to do. That's going to be interesting. Either way, we got a few more minutes yet to go, and we have a few more cars. Hey, best tracking car on the sim. I got you, Captain Keith. As the 39 of Kyle Brennan going to fall off the speedway. Meanwhile, the number 1 of Jackson Murad going to be joining us from the Childress Racing, I believe. He's got an internet issue, though, but other than that, it's not bad. We'll see what the UMP Modifieds can do as the 39 of Kyle Brennan will be joining us on the outside of the speedway as well, trying to get a couple laps in, and not too many cars. I see Anthony Dalton just showed up, and I see Williams Grove still running tonight, Tony. Tony, I think we're close to each other then at that point. Keith Chandler as well, and we have, hey, this is our biggest car. Yeah, you live in, okay, so you're like 10 minutes, okay. Well, hell, I'm gonna have to go up there someday. Apparently that track is ass. I can't believe they did that to him for saying that the track is ass. I literally could not believe they said, I can't believe that, man. I can't believe that. My goodness. That same series is coming down to Winchester this Saturday too, but yeah, I couldn't believe that. But either way, we have our UMP Modifieds here at the Lernerville Speedway, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 of these UMP Modifieds here at the Lernerville Speedway, and again, we are A-Class 2000 I rating or better. You guys want to race with some of the best and get some of the best racing with modded setups? Come on down and get yourself some. As we are ready to go, by the way, Mr. Anthony Dalton got his first ever win in the UMP Modifieds at the Charlotte Speedway the other day, and he was so happy about it. I did post that too, by the way, Tony. I hope you went back there and got it, just so you know. I don't post the interviews on the sake of wording and things like that, so I just kind of show off the finishes and things like that. So to give you that heads up. Well, we're ready to go for these UMP Modifieds. We'll have one heat race. All cars are going to make the show. Gavin Bircher is going to be making that EOL penalty. We'll see if anybody else wants one. Alrighty, random draw heat. Woo. Come on, even ready. Already random draw heat racing. Anybody want an EOL penalty? All cars won't make it into the show for 40 laps. Kinder Toss, Brendan Brazil, you got it. Bazel. There you go. Alright, if you guys haven't noticed, all starts are on a leader, no wave rounds, no quick repairs. If you're going to pull it in, please pull it in safely. Everybody makes this race and everybody makes this show. You're all A-Class 2000 and above, which tells me you guys have been on the sim long enough that you can control these race cars. So if you wreck somebody, get into somebody, you're done it pretty much on purpose. If somebody makes contact with you, please don't turn hard right into the fence and ruin the race for everybody else. Don't straight line, don't full send anybody at any time. If you do, the newest idea that's going to happen is pass everybody. Everybody pass them. If anybody does that, I am going to clip it and send it and post it on all 4 of my platforms. So if you straight line somebody, guess what? You're going to be known for doing it. Good luck, everybody. Oh, yeah. Let's get it on, shall we? Anthony Dalton, I think you're on the outside. I need an outside lane. Who is supposed to be on the outside? Come on now. $20 car, I believe you're on the outside. Yup, 11 car, you're on the outside. Yup, that'll work. A lot of people took EOL, so it kind of messed up. That'll work for me. Go ahead. As we are ready to go for these UMP Modifieds here at the Lernerville Speedway. It's our biggest field, our first heat race of the evening. The 42 Russell Bonzi got into the corner in turn 1 and 2, and man, they gave him a little bit of a boot. As Anthony Dalton, Jaden Sporsky, everybody making some contact in turn 3 and 4 as these UMP modifieds are a little bit different as they got 10% more horsepower. Good save for the number 6 of Brendan Bazell. The number 15 of Travin Bircher got into the back of him, got hold of the brake pedals quickly. 6 out of 8 for the UMP modified. Justin Byram in the number 19, going to be your leader. Jackson Morad with a big slider in turns 1 and 2. He will take that third spot away. Believe it or not, Anthony Dalton is the fastest car on the speedway as Jackson Morad with that big slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. As they go door to door in the middle of 3 and 4, look out, Jaden Sportsky going to get the back of the 39 of Kyle Brennan. As Byron's going to do a quick lane change in 3 and 4 as we go 2 by 2 off of 4. We got 4 to go. Jackson Morad's got that internet issue. He's going to look deep to the inside of the 19 of Justin Byram as Byram and Morad are going to go to war. Here comes, oh man, big slider in the grass in the middle of 3 and 4 with 4 to go. Man, he is flashing hard on this racetrack for Jackson Morad, and it actually scored him a lap down due to his internet. Jackson Morad back on there as well. If he flashes across that finish line again, it's going to score him in the back. As the number 19, that's going to be all Justin Byram, still going to be your leader. As Morad in the number 1, big slider in the grass again, as he's going to go all the way up the hill out of 3 and 4, white flag in the air. Morad trying to get to the inside. Justin Byram's not going to let him have it this time. He's going to dive it in deep in 3 and 4. Morad just going to throw into the grass, give him a big old door, and it'll go to Justin Byram. Then he runs him over. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. 2 minutes of grid, guys. 2 minutes of grid. Go back and look at that. That's what I'm saying. Go back and look at that. Let's just get that on tape while we're at it. Good racing. Don't get me wrong. But, gives the old 19 a Byram bit of a door. Doesn't have the slider. Throws it in there anyway into the grass. Sends it into Byram. And then after checkered flag, turns into him and runs him right over after the checkered flag like it was his fault. Huh? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I don't know. That's wild. That's what I'm saying, J-Rack. That's wild. I mean, he threw like 6 sliders. He threw 6 sliders. Let's have some fun. You got it. He threw like 6 sliders in the grass and made it work. Crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. That's wild. My thing, Justin, is like he sent it in there and still doored you. Oh my. I have a feeling. I like that. Not really. I don't like that, honestly. I really don't like that, honestly. Nice clean 1 inch of grass. Give you an EOL. I'm not giving you an EOL. Justin Byram saying nothing about it. I'm gonna let you sit there. Let you sit there. I'll let you sit there. We're gonna find out. He's got a really bad internet problem though. I don't know why he's flashing. Alrighty, let's go racing. Justin, you got him. Just so you know. Other than that, let's go racing. Let's go racing. That's about it. Good luck, everybody. I have a funny feeling something's about to happen. But either way, let's get it on, shall we? Justin Byron at 19 going to start on the pole in this one. To the outside to be that number 1. He mowed the nice 1-inch cut of grass out there in 4. That's going to be Jackson Barad. You want the 39 of Kyle Brennan. You want the number 12. That's going to be Jaden Swarsky with the number 6 machine of Brendan Bazell. You've got the 11. That's going to be Kinder Tosh. You got the 15. That's going to be Tavin Bertram with the 42 of Russell Bonzi. In the back of the field will be the 45 of Keith Chandler. And here we go. UMP Modifieds racing the turns 1 and 2. They got 40 laps. As the 19 of Justin Byron to the inside. Jack's going to try to get the momentum built up in that number 1 as we will lead into lap number 1. Calling Keith from the back, Captain Keith, maybe. I don't know. We're going to find out as these UMP Modifieds are, as we got the 15 on 15. Here's clear 15. Caution flag on the speedway for the 15 of Tavin Bircher as he fell off the speedway for our first yellow of the day. Oh, he fell way off the... He fell way off. I do give him credit, though. He might be a lap down, though. So, yeah, Tavin, unfortunately, will be called a lap down. Tavin, that actually puts you a lap down. You were passed by the leaders when they crossed, so you will stay a lap down, just so you know. So Tavin's going to stay a lap down. Leader passed him, and he fell off the speedway, so he can get his laps in at least. And we're going to line him back up. The thing is with tire wear for these UMP Modifieds, they are very, very, very wear happy. Just to give you guys that heads up. So, double file going to be 1 to green this time by. Nobody in the hot pits. Double file 1 to green this time by. Nobody in the hot pits. So, fun fact, when they're definitely lighter, you got to watch your tires in these. Plus, they have that 10% extra horsepower. So, wheel spin's going to be a really big thing as we are going to try this again for these UMP Modifieds as the 15 Bircher fell off the speedway and became a lap down card. He did the right thing and come to a stop off of 4. As, nope, these are all open setups. Jackson Morad's going to get a racy with a 19. He cuts some grass in turns 1 and 2. Justin Byron's going to get a big run, and there's Jaden Sportsky to the inside of him. Meanwhile, the 39 of Kyle Brennan, we got guys spinning it out. Oh, good save for Brendan Bazell in the 11T. That was Kinzer Tosh. Nope. As these UMP modifies once again, the 39 of Kyle Brennan, and there goes Jackson in the 1. He'll go up to the outside, 5 out of 40. Jackson going to take a dive on the inside of the 19 of Byram. They'll go door to door down to the backstretch as Justin Byram, once again, he will take the lead. Here comes another inch of grass out of 3 and 4. Justin Byram back to the inside, 7 out of 40. Byram battles back to the inside. Sporsky up on the outside, guys. Sporsky in the 12 is clear. Sporsky up to the 12 is clear. Jaden Swarsky falls off the speedway as Justin Byron will now be your new leader at this time. As the number 39 machine, that's going to be old Kyle Brennan. As you'll have another slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. I mean, the only issue I have with it, Captain Keith, was clearly Byram had the bottom protected. He threw it in there, gave him a door, and then afterwards he ran right through him at the end. Is kind of the problem in that way. That's kind of the problem of it. I mean, yeah. That's where I'm with it. But we'll see what happens here. As Jackson Murad leaves, 10 out of 40. The 19 of Justin Byram. Meanwhile, the 11T of Kinder Toss. As the 45 of Keith Chandler moving up into the 5th spot. That's Keith Chandler. That's going to be Captain Keith's favorite fan out there. He's so far in 5th. As the number 11 team, that's going to be Kinder Tosh. Here comes Keith Chandler to the inside in that number 45. We're 12 out of 40. 12 out of 40 as Kyle Brennan's really making this a race for the lead, though, as it's going to be Brennan to the inside. You've got Jackson Murad back up to the outside in that number 1 machine. But we've got some lap down traffic ahead of us as it's still Murad. He's got that internet malfunction as well. Meanwhile, the 39, that's going to be Kyle Brennan. Brennan at number 39 with 14 out of 40. See, Kyle Brennan told me let's have a little bit of fun, and we'll see if he can have a little bit of fun. As Jackson Murad is running about the same lap times as the 39 of Kyle Brennan. We only had one yellow for these UMP modifieds. As Anthony Dalton already pulled his car into the infield. He said, Peter, I had enough of this already. As his night is over, Jackson Murad, your leader, still ripping it across the fence line. Slick starting to form there. We got 25 to go for the UMP. Kyle Brennan gonna sling it in there in the turn 1 and 2. As Jackson Murad still your leader. As here comes the 39. That's gonna be Kyle Brennan. As Brennan right there also to the outside of the shelf once again. We got 24 to go. And Kyle Brennan is gonna try to take a stab off of turn number 2. Maybe a little bit of tire saving going on. As now I just lost Jackson Murad once again. More internet malfunction for him. We'll switch it over to Kyle Brennan at number 39 ride as Jackson continues to pull away as Anthony Dalton in the number 20 machine as he's getting a couple laps out on the speedway. I don't know why it's showing them 10 laps down, but 22 to go. I think it's messing up my scoring and timing with Jackson's. Oh no! Kyle Brennan! Kyle Brennan on the outside, 19. There you go, Kyle, you're good. As Kyle Brennan's going to be able to roll it back onto the speedway after getting in the third. As Jackson Murad still going to be your leader in that number 1 machine. Justin Byram in the second spot, and we'll see if the tires are going to start to fall off on the 1 machine as he falls off the speedway. 1 year clear, 1 year clear, clear for the 1. As Jackson Murad falls off the speedway, and he will maintain the lead as that's going to allow the 19 of Justin Byram and the 39 of Kyle Brennan. Oh no, Justin and Kyle. Kyle, you guys are up on the outside. Keep it going, keep going. Oh, caution. I don't know which one the caution flag is on, but both the 39, the 15, all sorts of guys falling off the speedway, and I can't call it. As Brendan Bazell's in the hot pits, I don't know if he pulled it in, if he's going to get some repair work done. Russell Bonzi has manually disconnected as well. We'll see if it was on Russell Bonzi. Oh, this is where it is, maybe. The 15 is going to sling it in there, spin the 6 around. That's the yellow. And then Russell Bonzi's just going to drive in there and clean house. As we'll give Tavin Berger his EOL penalty. He's going to go to the hot pits as well. Okay, so that was the wreck. That's going to be our second yellow. Remember, if we're still technically single file, guys, don't go double file alongside by somebody. You might get accidentally hit, just so you know. Alrighty, so the 1 of Jackson Murad is still your leader. Caution flag's going to go to Tavin Berger. He got into Bazell. And Bonzi went in there and cleaned house for our second yellow here. Should be double file, going to be 1 to green this time by. Gentlemen, double file, going to be 1 to green this time by. By the way, leaders, do not push the second place car up the speedway. You have to fire in the middle, just so you know. That was a big complaint last night. So, as we'll see, I guess Tavin Berger will not be coming back out. He's going to call it a day. We'll get old Tavin out of here. And we only had 2 yellows in this one. Murad's going to fire, and we are back underway. So the UMP Modifieds racing the turns 1 and 2, and Jackson Murad's going to get back to the lead. Here comes the 11 team machine of Kinder Tosh. Candler keeping the 45 on the inside, 4 wide off of turn number 4. Woo! It's still going to be the number 19 of Justin Byram, as the 39 of Kyle Brennan, as the number 1 is now starting to move to the middle side of the speedway. I think he just fell off the track right there. Oh man, that internet problem is so bad for the 1. 16 more laps to go as the 19 of Justin Byram and Kyle Brennan. Can they do something about the 1 machine? as we got 15 to go this time by for these UMP modified. Sporsky fell off the track, and he will get off the speedway. We will stay green. Thank you, Jaden. As Jaden Sporsky fell off the track, and yeah, that outside lane starting to get rather tensions. Clear Kinder. As Kinder toss and 11T falls off as well. You got a battle for the second and third spot. It's Kyle Brennan at number 39. Meanwhile, the 19, that's going to be Justin Byram. One mistake, and there he goes. Kyle Brennan going to go into the infield and fall off the speedway. He gets off the track, and we will stay green. Thanks, Jaden. That outside lane is just rough right now. We've seen all of our top 3 competitors, and there goes another one. Kendra clear. That's Keith Chandler clear. As Keith Chandler also falls off on the speedway. Justin Byram. Oh my goodness. Byram's clear. Man, everybody is falling on the speedway, and that's going to allow Jackson Murad to have a big lead over Byram, as now Murad will probably play it safe here for a few laps with 10 to go. As racing continues on for the second spot, as Justin Byram and the 11T of Kinder Tosh, as the number 20 machine of Anthony Dalton a few laps down. I do not know why, as you definitely wheeled it two-way all the way. As Kinder Tosh at 11T, he'll roll to the inside of the speedway with the number 19. Justin Byram, he'll be up on the outside. Great battle for the second and third spot as he'll go down to the backstretch here tonight. Jackson Murad, I'll tell you what, as Jackson Murad is your leader, I'll tell you, he really pushed and shoved his way for the heat race, that is for sure. And Lernerville Speedway has got a nice 1-inch cut of grass as you got the number 20 of Anthony Dalton. I don't know why he's 7 laps down, but either way, we have Jackson Murad just gone. The number 1 machine, I'll tell you what, he fell off the track once. Is going to take one mistake. And if Jackson Murad falls off the speedway, that's about it there. But his internet is really starting to become a factor, as it'll be the 19 of Justin Byram. Meanwhile, the 11 of Kinder Tosh as the number 20 machine of Anthony Dalton. Dalton actually moving into the third spot. I don't know why he is being shown how many laps down, as the Kinder Tosh number 11T will be in the third spot. And I would think if he was like a lap down, maybe it was like for, you know, oh, Kinder Tosh and Anthony Dalton got together as we got about 4 to go. 4 to go for the UMP Modifieds as we continue on racing here this afternoon. And, you know, it's been a decent show as Jackson Murad probably smooth cruising. You got the Byram number 19 to the bottom side of the speedway with 3 more to go as these UMP Modifieds continue to race their way around the speedway with Anthony Dalton. On some reason, I don't know how he's 10 laps down. I don't know if he went into the pits and came back out. I don't know what happened. But anyway, it's going to go to Kinder Tosh for the third spot with 2 to go. Boy, oh boy. Mr. Grassman, I want to call him. He's going to fall off the track at a 3 and 4. Nope, not that time. White flag in the air. Well, he definitely cut the grass, flashed his way down to the backstretch, gave old the 19 a little bit of a door in the middle of 3 and 4 in his heat race action, but he will get it done. Jackson Murad and the 1J will get the UMP Modifieds. It'll go to the 19 of Justin Byram. You got the 20 of Anthony Dalton for 5th and the 11T. 11T is in 3rd, Anthony. Some reason you're 10 laps down, and I don't know why. Well, that will do it for the UMP Modifieds. I'm going to go ahead and move on more as we're going to take the UMP Modifieds over to Lucas Oil Speedway. That event is getting ready to come up next here at the SLR show. While we get the driver interviews up, I will start making that race up as well. Everybody's got to be in the SLR Discord, by the way, for those interviews. That way you get all the up-to-dates and all the stats. And by the way, missed the start, weight change. I got you, Dalton. No big deal. No big deal. I'll let you get some laps so you can get used to it. Well, we'll see if Kinder Tosh and company going to be showing up here as you have the 19 of Justin Byram. As I'm going to go ahead and start getting Lucas Oil Speedway rolling. There's Justin Byram. Well, Justin, that didn't plan out too well.
No, it didn't. It didn't play very well at all. But
No.
I did what I could. I did what I could.
I like how Kyle Brennan yelled at me and said, hey, let's have some fun. I'm like, okay, let's go have some fun.
Yeah, we were actually in the same Discord. So like when he flew off the first time, I moved for him and was giving him comms to come back on the track and all that stuff. We were trying to help each other with the set, and we just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, these UMP modifieds are tough, especially with the weight taken out of them.
Yeah, it was fun. I felt like I had some speed. But that Jackson Murad or whatever his name is, when he was throwing it in the bottom, man, he was really throwing it.
Yeah, he was, and then he ran you over like it was your fault. I was like, what?
Yeah. I don't. Oh well, it is what it is. We had a pretty good heat race, I felt like, and the feature I felt pretty good. But once that track slicked off, I didn't really have much for anybody. I felt like I had pretty consistent lap times, but trying to gain anything, I was kind of felt like a train.
What'd your tire wear feel like there at the end of 40 laps?
I didn't even check, but I would probably guess it was in like the high 50s, maybe.
Okay. Jackson Murad
But-
just said, you are slow.
I am slow. It's okay. I mean, just like 2 months ago, I was a 2K rating, so I mean, I'll take what I can get, bud.
Hey, I'll tell you what, not a bad drive. And who do you got to thank?
All the boys over at Coast to Coast. I've got a pretty solid crew over there. I've picked up some pretty heavy hitters in the last couple of weeks. Just got Nathan Waldell on board over here. Got a pretty solid crew. Those guys helped me out quite a bit.
Well, we thank you for
That-
coming out here. I got UMP Modifieds going over to Lucas Oil Speedway for another 40 lapper, and then we'll go back to Supers, man. Hope to see you there.
That would be fun. That's going to be fun.
How about Kinder Tosh here for a top 3? No Kinder. I think Kinder went to the bathroom, but I'll wait for him. Well, anyway, you guys are wondering, the next race, and Kinder just left, and he's going to come back in. You there, Kinder? Looks like microphone problems. Might be in your settings. Shouldn't have a push to talk. While we're waiting for Kinder Tosh, I'll let everybody know I already have the next race already coming up. And by the way, all the heat races and all the features and everything will be broadcasted, by the way, and clipped and posted. So just so y'all aware, your names are all over it. And just so you know, I've been posting absolutely everything, just so you guys are aware. And yeah, just so you know. There's Kinder.
You got me now.
I got you now, Kinder. Man, what a great
I
run
don't-
for third, as I got Lucas Oil Speedway already loading up, so we got to be quick.
It wasn't real great, honestly. I felt horrible, burnt my tires off and stuff. Just appreciate everybody else throwing themselves off the track, and then a handful of them leaving after they did it.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got it done, man. And who do you got thanked for third?
Everybody that ran off the track. They just
That's
took
awesome.
themselves out of the race is what they did. I'd thank myself for the setup, but it didn't feel good. So
Well, maybe
that
you'll
one
do
will
better
not
here
be
at Lucas
saved.
Oil.
I hope so.
We'll see you there. Well, let's get it started for the UMP Modifieds here once again, as we are here at Lucas Oil Speedway. And again, if you haven't noticed, we have just been pushing the races along. They've been going rather quickly. We got 2 more events after these UMP Modifieds, and then we will move on forward as we have more UMP Modified action coming up next here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. And then we will have our super late models at Lanier and super late models at I-55 to finish off here tonight's racing action. Again, welcome to the show. We have a few drivers showing up on a Friday night. Again, real racing has begun, and a lot of places are racing on a Friday night. So, with that being said, we are going to continue on racing and hopefully gather some more people. These UMP modifieds will be here at Lucas Oil Speedway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them going to be here tonight. Still waiting on a race car to show up. Hey, there's Anthony Jack. Oh! Alrighty, so as our UMP modified showing up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 UMP modifieds on the speedway. As Jackson Murad out of Lernerville Speedway got the win, told everybody they're slow, but hey, we got the 11 team. Hey, what up, Outlaw Gaming? Thank you for the awesome floating heart. You've got Kinder Tosh, who got the 3rd spot out of Lernerville after everybody fell off the speedway, and we have a few others. Kyle Brennan gonna be coming back here for some more racing action as well. And yeah, we got racing. These guys are all A-Class 2000 or above, and we got a few of them. We got 9 or 10 or so as real life racing, like I said, is out tonight. And Saturday, since we go into Winchester Speedway, I do not know. I've been watching that weather. I don't know if they're going to be doing it or not. As Ryan Chilifox joins us in the 07 machine for the Sweet Victory Apparel machine, as he's going to go out here and get some laps as well. Jackson Mraz still quick time overall with a 14.501 for these UMP modifieds. You have Anthony Dalton from the Bass Pro Shops number 20 machine. Got his first ever SLR win at the Charlotte Speedway last night. What's going on, man? Carson Z. Jenkins will be joining us in that number 62 ride as the 07 Ryan Chilifox. Meanwhile, it's going to be 11T of Kinder Tosh as those guys are rolling around the speedway. Now about Jackson Murad in the 14.501 section so far for these warm-ups. Meanwhile, it's coming to the 07 ride of Ryan Chilifox, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 UMP modifieds, and we only have 2 more events coming up here tonight as well. So that's what we got going on as Anthony Dalton at number 20 in the field. My guy, Kinzer. What up, Keegan Seiler? Good to see ya. He got 3rd, by the way, at Lernerville Speedway, so good to let you know. Let him know that you're watching. Hold on. Hey, Kinzer, you got Keegan Seiler out there watching. No response. But I got your back, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 UMP modifieds. It's been kind of the field to take here tonight. Carson Jenkins joins us in that number 45 machine for the Industrial Dock and Door number 45. As we continue on racing it out here for the UMP modifieds here this afternoon as Anthony Dalton in that number 20 machine. After that, you're going to have the 07 Ryan Chilifox once again. Jake Hess is asking for anyone who wants to share a setup that will pass. So more problems for Jake Hess as these setups, once they get that weight out of them, man, they are a different type of race car. So check your flag waves as we are ready to rock here for these UMP modifieds here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. And then after that, we will have our super late models, 2 more super late model shows, and then that will be the end of it as we got heat race action getting ready to line up for these UMP modifieds. Anyway, here we go as they're going to be lining them up at Lucas Oil Speedway, getting ready to come up next, see if anybody wants an EOL. That's about it. EOLs for the field. Anybody want one?
I heard Jackson Murad wants one.
As we're going to get ready to go for these. Jake Hess unable to get a setup ready for these UMP modifieds. Alrighty, good luck everybody. All stars are on the leader. Good luck. Ready to party at Topless this year? What Topless? Let's go. He wanted to be cocky. I heard him. Alrighty, so Jackson Morad's going to start on the pole in this one. as he got the one at Lernerville Speedway. Meanwhile, to the outside, it'd be the McSizer Trucking. I believe so. Or wait. I'm a stupid idiot. That is the McSizer Pipeline. It's going to be the All Good Racing number 11T. That's going to be Kinder Tosh. You'll have the Industrial Dock and Door number 45 of Carson Jennings. You got Devin Howard in the 316. He'll give himself on the outside. In the FTM number 316. Meanwhile, the Midwest Sim Sports number 23. He's a UMP modified driver out of the Kentucky area. That'll be Jacob Isaac. You've got the number 20 of Anthony Dalton. Meanwhile, be the number 39 of Kyle Brennan. And on the outside shell, be the Sweet Victory Apparel and Seats. That's going to be Ryan Chillafox in the back of the field. So, as these UMP modifieds are getting ready to rip once again the topless 100, Peter. What? Here we go. We're underway. As these UMP modifieds race into turns 1 and 2, Jackson Murad out there flashing like a Christmas tree down on the backstretch. He still continues like the Flash. Hopefully he's got to pay his electric bill or something, but he is flashing like it's no tomorrow as he's continuing to be your race leader. You've got the 45 car. Oh, man. Kinzer and Carson Jenkins get together, and a few other cars as they go into turns 1 and 2. And man, looked like Kinzer decided to drive it in there. He wasn't ready for the 45 to drive it into the corner like that. And gets in there. Kinzer going to come in a little bit hot and hits the brake pedal. And there's Carson. And then Devin Howard's going to get tagged in it as well for our first yellow flag. Yay! Jackson, I need you to fix your internet, man. You are flashing like a Christmas tree on a Sunday special. My goodness. It is terrible. Alrighty, well, we'll go ahead and double file and go 1 to green. If you guys are in the hot pits, please come on out. If you don't come out now, you'll be coming a lap down, just so you know. Walmart internet, man, it sucks. If it don't get any better, man, I am gonna... That's annoying. I'll tell you what, you can get fiber optic internet for $60 a month, so you know, and it's great. As we're getting ready to rock and roll, Jackson Murad, that number 1 machine, going to take off in the middle of 3 and 4, and we are back underway. So the UMP modifies as Carson Jenkins going to get a little racy with Jackson Murad. As Murad's going to be able to hold it through the middle of 3 and 4. Carson Jenkins going to try to get a run off the bottom of it 4. 4 out of 8 as, oh man, Jenkins going to hit the infield tractor tire and Devin Howard's got nowhere to go. That infield tractor tire does not move as Jackson Murad still going to be a leader in that number 1 machine. Meanwhile, it's going to be the number 20 of Anthony Dalton with the 07 of Ryan Chillafox. As Chillafox and company, as Murad just flying around the speedway with a 14.2, 7.27 at this time. Yeah. As Devin Howard in the 316 going to be rolling in the 4 spot. We got about 2 more to go. Going to be this time around. As, hey, at least he's going to start in the back of the field now, Kinzer. 2 to go for the UMP modifieds, and Jackson Murad is just driving around this speedway and just absolutely being dominant down to the backstretch as we're going to get the, let's say, white flag in the air. Going to be this time by. As these UMP modifieds, and Kyle Brennan, what is Kyle Brennan? I don't see Kyle Brennan being this slow before the UMP modifieds, but it looked like Anthony Dalton a little bit faster as it's going to be the number 1. It's going to be Jackson Murad. You'll have the number 20 of Anthony Dalton. It'll go to the 07 of Ryan Chillafox. Meanwhile, the 316 of Devin Howard. After that's going to be the 39 of Kyle Brennan. Carson Jennings, Tosh, and Jacob Isaac going to be in the tail of the field of this one. And we are going to get ready to go for 40 more laps of heat feature action. 2 minutes total time for your guys' setups. Oh my, oh my. So as we continue on rolling with our UMP modifieds, we got super late model action coming up next. Super duper late models coming up next at the super duper late models. I'm gonna let you there, but I'm just letting you know your internet sucks. Tell somebody to get off your Wi-Fi. Better yet, get yourself a Cat 5 cable and run it from your router to your computer, and that'll end up all your problems. It's $10 for like 50 feet. That'll help a lot. Alrighty, so we're gonna get ready to rock and roll for these UMP modified. 8 of them for 40 laps. Jackson Murad, the Christmas tree, is gonna be on the pole. I'm wondering what's on that sponsor though, if I can read it. He got the Childress Fishing and Rental, the Stewart Electric, number 1J. That's going to be on the pole. That's going to be Jackson Murad. You'll have the number 20 of Anthony Dalton. He'll be on the outside. Meanwhile, it'll be the 316. Dad's Life LLC. Details by Jamie. 316 of Devin Howard. Meanwhile, it's going to be the Longhorn Victory Seats. I believe that's going to be the 07 Orion Chillafox. You have the Industrial Dock and Door number 45 of Carson Jennings. It'll be the Lethal Chassis is at EJR, Ethan Johnson Racing, Cocky Floyd Consulting, number 39, that'll be Kyle Brennan. You have the Eagle Air Midwest Sin Sports, the number 23 is the modified driver out of Kentucky, that'll be Jacob Isaac. Back to the inside, that'll be All Good Racing, Mick Sizer Pipeline, Smiley Racing Products number 11T, that'll be Kinder Tosh. And that's going to be your field for our UMP Modifieds, again, A-Class 2000 or higher UMP Modifieds. We'll have our super late models going to be coming up next, and that's going to be at, let me get the schedule. Super late models at Lanier, that'll be our 6th event. Saturday is still no racing here at SLR. I'll be at the Winchester Speedway if we get that show in. So far, Winchester has not canceled yet, so me and the wife will discuss things about Saturday. I just got my lifetime fishing license here in Pennsylvania, but we are ready to go. UMP Modifieds, we have 8 of them starting, and Kinder Tosh is going to be in the back of the field in the 11, as we are ready to go. As Jackson Murad and Anthony Dalton, that flashing is starting to hurt us a little bit, but hey, we're underway. Turns 1 and 2 as we're going to make it through, and everybody's looking good. As you're going to have the number 1 machine, that's going to be Jackson Murad. Here's the 07 of Ryan Chillafox, and the number 20, that's going to be Anthony Dalton, and Devin Howard in the 316. I believe he's still driving UMP Modifieds out of Ohio. As everybody's, watch out the infield tractor tire. That thing's a pain in the butt. As Anthony Dalton going to look good right through the middle of 3 and 4, as Chillafox and Devin Howard going to try to stick it 3 wide down the little front stretch. All right. So is Devin Howard's going to get a run down on the backstretch. It's going to be the number 20 of Anthony Dalton with Ryan Chillafox in the 07. He's going to get a run to the outside. Oh, but 3 wide on turn number 4. As we're 40 out of 50, and everybody seems to be chasing Jackson Murad as Devin Howard all but got in the infield tractor tire to this time. 4 out of 40 so far. So far, been a really good race, all by 3 wide. Once again, Anthony Dalton's got a whole lot of Devin Howard to the inside of him, and this time he's going to leave the lane in turn number 2, as it'll be Chillafox in the 07. Anthony Dalton 3 wide as the 45 machine falls off the speedway and gets back on safely. That was Carson Z. Jenkins. Check this out. They're still 3 wide as Anthony Dalton is doing a really good job holding the middle side of the speedway. Devin Howard inching his way over the 07 to Chillafox to the outside. They are still 3 wide for second. Still 3 wide with Anthony Dalton and the 07 Orion Chillafox. They're still 3 wide. They are still 3 wide coming out of turn number 4. And Anthony Dalton and Chillafox, they rub doors. And there's a door by Devin Howard. And tough break for Anthony Dalton. He's got a broken left front wheel. And that's going to eventually turn right on him for the caution. Caution flag for the 20 of Anthony Dalton. He had a broken left front after contact with Howard. Dalton, make that hard right. Get that car in the pits there and get that fixed. I'm going to call it racing, but the door that Howard gave him in the turn number 1, these cars are so easy to break those right fronts. He broke it. I'm just going to call it racing, though, and we will continue on here once he gets that car repaired. So Anthony Dalton's going to get the repair work done after he held the middle for so well. Howard kind of drove it in a little bit. They met right there off of turn 1, and it broke Anthony's left front wheel, and he had to pull up to the outside. You're good. No, you did everything fine. You did everything fine, Tony. You don't have to apologize. No, they're just racing. Just Iracing has cheap. Double file going to be 1 to green this time by, Tony. Double file going to be 1 to green this time by. Field's coming around if you got that tire fixed. Field's coming around now. You don't need to apologize for anything, as it should. It's showing you that. Let me see what it says. Okay, you're good to go. Alrighty, as we're back underway. So Jackson Moran still going to be your leader as the 39 of Kyle Brennan. As he'll make his way through the middle of 3 and 4, the 20 of Dalton will be able to rejoin the field as he's got that left front fixed. There's a problem with these UMP modifieds, man. Any type of contact or hard contact into that wheel area, 97% of the time is going to break it. As we continue on, as the 07 Orion Chillafox, he'll be rolling to the outside. Can anybody check up to Jackson Moran, whose internet flashed on us once again? And beforehand, if somebody's got a blinky internet and they cross that start line, it'll glitch out and put them laps down. As Moran to the top shelf in turn 3 and 4, Devin Howard trying to use the extra power on the bottom side of the speedway. We are 12 out of 40. As the 11 of Kinder Todd's going to try to get a run for the 3rd spot. As Kinder Todd's going to get the run to the outside. It's going to be Mr. Chillafox, Devin Howard to the inside of Jackson Moran. We got 13 out of 40. As Jackson Moran continues to roll the bottom, we'll go to the top in 3 and 4. There's Chillafox. He's going to get himself to the inside as they're going to go door to door in the middle of 3 and 4. We're 14 out of 40 as Ryan Chillafox is able to work to the inside. The 11 of Kendra Taj as well down to the backstretch. The battle for the lead continues. As Ryan Chillafox, he's going to be able to get to the middle in 3 and 4. Battle for the race lead as Jackson Moran still holds the lead. As the 11 of Kinder Tosh, he's going to maybe get a run off of turn number 2 as the 07 rider Ryan Chillafox to the outside of the speedway. It's going to be Jackson Moran still out in front. We got a good race for these UMPs. Only one yellow flag due to a broken left front wheel, and I threw a yellow for it, but these guys are doing a really good job down to the backstretch. As the number 1, that's going to be Murad. He's going to tiptoe to the outside, all but falling off the speedway as Chillafox continues to work the middle. Here comes Kinder Tosh. He's going to get a run off of turn number 2 as Chillafox gets a run down to the backstretch. Kinder Tosh going to be looking for second. Toss to the bottom of a 3 and 4. Not able to get the pass with 23 to go. As Tosh is rolling the inside shelf, he's got the 316 of Devin Howard. Oh no! That's one of them deals, and they link up together. Caution flag. One of them deals there. If you're not in that zone, you get that run. That door's got to get shut down. We call it racing. Devin Howard had a run on the outside. Kinder Tosh moves up, and Howard had the run and stuck his nose down the backstretch, and there goes Kinder Tosh. Aye. That's typical in iRacing a lot. You got guys who'll stick their nose in the backstretch there. We ain't running mirrors, and 96% of the time, the guy's going to come up to the outside for the bottom. Oh, man. You're a lap down because you didn't come out of the pits. That's what I was saying with this place. If you don't come out when the pace truck goes out and the leader's past you, some reason it counts you. That's why I do this. All right, we're going to delay one lap so we don't get a car lap down. Anthony Dalton got caught with that. So Anthony and the rest of the field, if you guys can make it back out, come on down. Anthony, I'll give you a wave around. This is what happens here at Lucas Oil. Everybody go high for Anthony Dalton, guys. Single file out, go high for Anthony Dalton. So this happens here at Lucas Oil Speedway a lot, where if you rush the pits, they people coming out of the pit area will go a lap down. Giving it to you here. Anthony, go ahead. Alrighty, so he's getting that way because of Iracing and their stupid thing here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Double file gonna be one to green for those in the pit area. Come on down. Kinder Tosh and Devin Howard, come on down this time by. Double file gonna be one to green right now. If you can make it back out, please do. It was a heck of a drive, Kinder, that is for sure. And that's that no mirror stuff in the sim world, man. So many people are used to people seeing it or thinking they got a mirror on it, and it tends to happen. So unfortunately, I don't think Kinder's going to have enough time. That was a heck of a race, but we're going to get ready to go once again as Kinder's night is over with, and Jackson Murad's going to lead the UMP Modifieds back to the green. Good news is both of you are out. That's the thing with sim racing to real life racing, man. It's like so many people get used to that mirror. Even though if you're a real life driver and you're on the sim, and a lot of people get used to that mirror, or people always think the guys that are in front are looking at that black box and they're gonna know that you're there. And what a slider by Ryan Chillafox for the race lead. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's a different deal, you know. Especially when you guys go back to running mirrors and leagues and things like that, people seem to tend to forget. As Jackson Murad's going to have a little bit of battle here with Ryan Chillafox on the 07 machine, as we get about 19 more to go. As Ryan Chillafox on the 07 down to the backstretch. Meanwhile, it's going to be the number one of Jackson Murad. As everybody else is slow, remember that. I'm just kidding. It's going to be for Justin Byram and Brennan. As these UMP modifieds continue to race, as everybody with the number one, it's going to be Jackson Murad down to the backstretch, man. Murad's tires, I think, are burnt off. And I agree with you, Augie. No mirrors are definitely amazing. It's just you got people that run here, and then they go to other leagues and other officials with the mirrors on, and then they lose like, oh, he knows I was up there, you know, in the whole ordeal. So it's kind of a different of a trend, especially. But that's one of them deals here where somebody, oh, man! Jacob Isaac with nowhere to go, and then, holy smokes, what a save! As the number one J of Jackson Murad. Now, remember, no, Ryder, we don't have mirrors in these races. There was no way in the world creation that he's going to know that he was up there. No way. 15 to go for these UMP modifieds, and Jackson Murad is still going to be your race leader. Here comes the 07 to Ryan Chillafox once again as we get about 14 more to go as the number one machine. That's going to be all Mr. Jackson Murad with the 07. That's going to be Ryan Chillafox as he has been all over the bumper. I saw the big Hail Mary that Jacob Isaac threw. That didn't work out too well for him, but as we continue on, as the 39 of Kyle Brennan now moves up to the third spot. Man, I'll tell you what, Chillafox is putting it to the one of Jackson Murad as that battle for the race lead continues. 12 more to go for the UMP modifieds here tonight. Oh, man, what is Jacob Isaac doing? Holy cow, he just killed Kyle Brennan. Oh, my goodness. Jacob Isaac just obliterated Kyle Brennan. What happened to the 23? What just happened? It wasn't the first time he threw that slide. He threw that big crazy slider earlier. This one. Like, he went through this one here a couple laps earlier. Is it because you fenced him down the backstretch? Wow. Woo. All right, well, double file 1 to green. Attention to pits if you can make it back out. Double file, gotta be 1 to green. Are you sure? Because you got fenced by him down the backstretch, and I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but that looked bad. Boy, oh boy. Ooh-wee. I tried to go 1 to green there, guys, and that didn't work for me. I'm sorry. Well, we got a 2-car race after all that. That was great. Wow. Alrighty, we'll get them lined up. It's going to be a 2-car show between Ryan Chillifox and Jackson Murad as these UMP modifieds are ready to go. And looks like we will have a 2-car race after that. Oh boy, here we go. We're underway with a 2-car race with 6 to go, or 10 to go. My goodness. Got a long way to go as Kyle Brennan's day is over with. And Anthony Dalton blew his engine. His day is over with as well. We got a 2-car race for these UMP modifieds here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Alrighty, so the 07 machine as we are rolling to the inside. He got Jackson Moran back to the outside as he's got to go door to door once again in the middle of turn 1 and 2. Great use of the brake pedals. The 07 rider Ryan Chillifox as he'll roll through the middle of 3 and 4 back to the outside. Unfortunately, you're done, Tony. I'm sorry. As we get about 8 more to go here tonight as the number 1 of Jackson Murad. Meanwhile, it's going to be the 07 machine. That's going to be all Ryan Chillifox. We're going to go door to door, 2x2 through the middle of turn 3 and 4. As we get about 7 more to go here tonight. As the 07 of Ryan Chillifox, can he get around Jackson Murad? It's been a 2-car race so far for that race lead. As we get about, let's just say 5 more to go. As it's going to be Jackson Moran, going to be down to the backstretch once again. You got the 07 machine of Ryan Chillifox as we continue to go racing with just, let's say 4 more to go. 4 more to go as Jackson Moran in the number 1 is going to be able to roll through the middle shelf of the speedway. You'll have Ryan Chillifox to the inside in that 07 machine. They're about to go door to door once again off of 3 and 4. We got about 3 more to go here this afternoon. As the number 1 of Jackson Murad, he'll get a run down to the backstretch. Meanwhile, It's going to be the 07 ride. That's going to be Ryan Chillafox. We will go door to door once again out of 3 and 4 for these UMP modifieds here this afternoon. As the number 1 of Rad, still going to be your leader. Meanwhile, go to the 07 and Ryan Chillafox once again. As Chillafox going to maybe get a run on the inside with 2 more to go for these UMP modifieds. As the number 1J of Jackson Murad, as he works at the bottom in turn 1 and 2. Can Chillafox get a run off at turn number 2? He does. He's going to be a sitting duck. Here he comes in the middle of 3 and 4. As Murad's going to get flashy on me. He will survive. Chillafox in the 07 for the second spot. I don't think I have any guys on my Discord, but feel free to join it. As Chillafox and the 1 of Jackson Murad will be the top 2 going into this one. As, yeah, let's see what we got rolling. What up, Anthony?
What's going on, man?
You blew it up, I suppose. Jacob Isaac and Kyle Brennan, they won't be in third. I don't know what happened between them two, so I'm going to pick you.
Oh, dude, that was just an absolute cluster. I had a good rhythm going, and then I got caught up in that wreck early, broke the left front there, and I just apologized. I got into 1 and just tapped the brake very little, and it just upset the car, and that's kind of what I felt like. It was my fault. The guy ran in there. He probably didn't realize I hit the brake, and it was hell shit over bent loose.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That was wild.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you caught it or not, but I was running back in the pack there, going into 1. I figured, we'll try the bottom, and next thing you know, I'm about 2 feet in the air because I smacked the infield tractor tire, and and then the car lost some power, and I was just babying it to the end, and then that big wreck happened over there in 3, and it just went bloop. We're done.
Oh man.
But hey, we'll take it, I guess. We'll just move on to Supers at Lanier.
Yeah, we got Supers at Lanier coming up next, and I don't know, man. That wreck there between J-Rex and Caleb was rather interesting. We'll see if they do it again in the Supers. Who do you got to think?
Oh, Bass Pro Shops, everyone else, my girlfriend, crew chief, everyone just supports me, and we're just going to keep pushing forward, and next race is a new day.
Yep, next race is a new day. Super Late Models at Lanier. Thank you, Anthony.
Yep, we'll see you then.
See you there. Well, we'll go ahead and roll back into this as we have our Super Duper Late Models coming up next here at the Lanier Speedway for another 50-lapper event. As we are going to continue on. And nope, I'm not, Caleb, because if I go back to it, no, I'm not, man. I'm cool with this, what we got. I'm not going to go back to B class. Them guys going to have to get the A class and want to race here. But yeah, no, I'm not going to B class. I'm not. So if there's some of your guys, tell them to come in here. Plus, it is a Friday and people are going to the races in real life too. So you got to bear that as well. I'm not going back to A class or B class. I'm not. Nigel Dude 88, thank you for the awesome chat and awesome Exploding Heart, man. I appreciate you. As the Lanier Speedway will be here next on the SLR show. And we will continue on racing here tonight. And I did give them the extra power and things like that. It's 7:24 here on the East Coast, and we will continue to go racing here, and I will keep it A-Class 2000. I'm not going to drop it. Nope, no way. Here we go as we have our Super Duper Late Models getting ready to race it out here at the Lanier Speedway. Coming up next. Woo! Do-do-do-do. As we're going to get ready to rock and roll for more racing action as we roll on with it as our Super Duper Late Models are coming up next here at the SLR show. Again, we have one more event scheduled here for tonight as well, as Super Late Models at I-55 will be coming up next. As our Super Duper Late Models are getting ready to rock once again as the Lanier Speedway Super Duper Late Models. They got a 50-lapper coming up, and that is our next event here this afternoon. Hey, like I said, my first race was in the rain now. Not one single car showed up, and I still didn't give up. And it's not that hard to get A class. You know what I mean? It's not that hard, honestly. Just get your guys to get out there. I know you got teammates out there that want to go racing, but got to get it up there, man. I'm telling you, it's going to come all together here rather momentarily. If not, then I just keep putting them up and we keep going with it, man. Show starts and show goes. That's how it is. So as the Super Late Models are up next here for the SLR show, we got Anthony Dalton, Braxton Simpson, Brendan Bazell is going to be joining us again as we have our super duper late models joining in here this afternoon. And here at the Lanier Speedway again, you guys are all more than welcome to show up as long as you're A class and you have the 2000 I rating or better. And that's really all there is to it, everybody. It's not that difficult. Come on out and get yourself some. Ain't no different like it's in Pro Series, man. Pro Series, you got to have that A license. So why run around with a B license? You know what I'm saying? Or something's going on we don't know about. You know what I mean? As the Super Duper Late Models are showing up here at the Lanier Speedway, as our next event is coming up next, and we roll with our stuff here this afternoon. We got Ginger Tosh once again, Anthony Dalton, Brandon Bazell, Braxton Simpson, and the number 92, that's going to be Joshua Mui, as we have the Super Duper Late Models showing up here at the Lanier Speedway. Again, we are A class 2000 or above, and we continue to go with our racing action here this afternoon. You got Kinder Tosh, Anthony Dalton, Kyle Brennan, Brandon Bazell, Joshua Mui, Braxton Simpson, and the 07 will be Ryan Chillafox most likely. That's what we got here showing up here this afternoon. Hayden Tolson's not here because he went to go see his grandfather as the 33K of Anthony Dalton out of the Pennsylvania area, really close to Pennsylvania. In the Browns Automotive number 33K, that's going to be Anthony Dalton finishing third after blowing his engine up and everybody else wrecking out as the Super Late Models are here at the SLR show. And another thing that scares the people away, Caleb, is you got to build a brand new setup. And 99% of everybody else is on iRacing, buys setups and goes out and runs. So that's another part of it as well, because that other guy was asking for setups to go racing and he couldn't because he didn't have a setup. That's another thing that's driving people off, but it's okay. You know, they always say the cream rises to the top as the Vancon brake service is 355. He's Sappy on Twitch. It's going to be Braxton Simpson joining us in the 355. You've got the 33K of Anthony Dalton. Meanwhile, it's going to be the 39 of Kyle Brennan with a 355. It's going to be Braxton Simpson as they continue to race around the speedway. We have a few cars once again as the 33K of Anthony Dalton on the speedway again after his third place run for these Super Duper Late Models. And we continue on. Ryan Chillafox with an amazing run with the number one there of, how do you want to say it? Jackson Marab, as that was a good run between them UMP modified drive. That was a really good race. Anthony Dalton was part of that race as well. As the Super Duper Late Models are here at the Lanier Speedway, and we continue on racing at the 39 of Kyle Brennan and the 355 of Braxton Simpson. Oh, they're door to door. Brenton's going to give him a little bit of a nudge, and we continue on the 33K of Anthony Dalton. We got a number 23 machine showing up here for these Super Late Models as Anthony Dalton in the 33K. Meanwhile, the 07 of Ryan Chillafox is joining us once again from the Majula Say 07 machine. To the outside in the CDM Motorsports number 92 is going to be Joshua Mui in the Tier 1 number 1 machine. So Joshua Mui joins us as well here tonight's racing as well. Anthony Dalton in the 33K, and it looks like you're going to have the number 2, hashtag number 2. How about the 53 of Brendan Bazell, going to be on the speedway for the Super Duper Late Models, trying his luck here today. He didn't have a whole lot of luck there in the UMP Modifieds. We'll see if he can do a little bit better for the Super Late Models here at the Lanier Speedway as we have one more driver trying to connect. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Super Duper Late Models joining us here at the Lanier Speedway as Ryan Chillafox broke his spoiler as he's got to get about, oh, there's 10. We'll get 10 of these. So, as the Super Late Models continue to race around the speedway, how about the H2? That's going to be Turner Knuckles coming back for more. Why does Turner not have his paint on? Is something I'm missing about this? Somebody let me know. If you guys know what's going on, please, somebody let me know. As Knuckles in the H2 continues to roll the bottom shelf, we got about a minute yet to go. Meanwhile, the number 92 with Joshua Moo, you'll have the number 23 and a few other guys. As the 53, Brendan Bazell going to be on the speedway. The other number 23 guy hasn't quite lit it up. Landon Barker tried to get in here, and Landon Barker is not. Oops. Sorry. Landon Barker just showed up. What up, Kevin? How you doing this afternoon? My bad for Landon Barker. If you're out there watching, I'm sorry. You just popped up on my driver's list. I'm sorry. Well, as the Super Late Models are here with the SLR show and our number 23 machine, as Turner Knuckles got a little bit of a black flag. We'll get that cleared off for him as Anthony Dalton in the 33K. After that, it's going to be the 53. Out and about. I see you out and about. Is Williams Grove still racing? Is Williams Grove still racing, or did they cancel yet? Thank you for the like, by the way, Kevin. Did Williams Grove cancel, or are they still racing? I got one more race yet here tonight, and it's only like 40 minutes up the road from me. Grove is still racing? What's the weather looking like? They should just be getting warm-ups done right now, right? Anybody want an EOL? Oh, already no EOLs. Let's go racing, boys. Decent. They just wrapped up 305 hot lap. What's up there? 410s and 305s, or is 410s, 305s, and 358s? If I got one more race and I get done quick enough, I might slip up. There are a lot of cars up there. Well, alrighty, so Turner Knuckles going to start on the pole on the H2. To the outside to be the 33K. That's going to be Anthony Dalton. You got the 305. That's going to be Braxton Simpson. Back up to the outside to be the 39 is going to be Kyle Brennan after getting completely annihilated by Jacob Isaac. As the 11T of Kinder Tosh should be the 53 of Brendan Bazell. Meanwhile, to be the 07 of Ryan Chilifox and the number 92 of Joshua Mui. That means you're going to have a B main for them 410s and what, for 3 spots? Or are they going to start them all to be nice? Huh. Well, our Super Duper Late Models are getting ready to go racing as the H2 of Turner Knuckles going to be on the pole. Anthony Dalton in the number 33K. He'll get himself to the outside of the speedway. And ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to roll. It's Super Duper Late Models here at the Lanier Speedway. Extra horsepower and 110 less weight as everybody's racing their way down to the front stretch. As Turner Knuckles in the H2 will be your leader at lap number 1. Brendan Bazell, the number 53 machine, as he'll move up into the 4th spot, as you'll have the, the number 33K of Anthony Dalton, as Bazell and Dalton got together there a little bit as you have the 39 of Kyle Brennan. He'll go himself to the outside. So far, the fastest car, as he just ran a 13:065 at last lap time, as it's all the number H2 ride of Turner Knuckles. And we got halfway to go this time around. As the 39 of Kyle Brennan. Meanwhile, the 33K of Anthony Dalton with the number 53. Brendan Bazell is the 355 of Braxton Simpson. Going to try to get a run to the outside. But Bazell, what up, T. Holmes? Good to see ya. As Bazell's going to be able to roll to the inside. They'll go door to door. You got the infield wall. Hold on to her, bud. As it's going to be Kyle Brennan reeling in your race leader of Turner Knuckles. And looking at the last lap times, a 13:096. compared to a 13.097. So Turner stepped on the throttle here a little bit, working to the inside of Lanier as it's going to be Brennan to the outside shelf. You got the 33K of Anthony Dalton shutting the door on the 355 of Braxton Simpson. Dalton told Braxton, hey, I'm going to shut the door on you. Why don't you hold it for me down to the front stretch? You got the white flag in the air. Simpson with a side job in turns 1 and 2 as Anthony Dalton's going to meet him right there in the middle as it's going to be Dalton. He's going to throw a slide job cut down for Simpson for the third slide. And he'll go to Braxton Simpson at the line. What a race. What a race after Anthony Dalton shut the door on him down to the front stretch. Simpson still gets out and around him. What a race. What's going on, C. Holmes? Good to see you, boss. What's going on? We're still getting good racing, man. As we're going to get ready to go for our feature event here for the... Gentlemen, I gave you guys 2 minutes of extra time. 2 minutes extra time. As we're going to get ready to go for our super duper late model action here at the Lanier Speedway. That event's getting ready to come up next here tonight on the SLR show. So, Kyle Brennan and Turner Knuckles, really good race there between the 355 of Braxton Simpson and Anthony Dalton. To be honest, our latest races here at the Lanier Speedway, they've been to the top. So I think I can't give you an EOL, man. I'm not gonna give you an EOL. You got this. Not a whole lot of getting. There you go. Where are you going racing to, Holmes? Please tell me you're going to Williams Grove. Oh my. Anyways, we got these these super duper late models. I'm not gonna give you an EOL, Dalton. You gotta race that, man. You got that, boss. You got this. Gotta get that confidence in you. You got this. You performed a heck of a race with Simpson. You're good. You're good. You're good. I believe in you like you believe in me. As Mewey's going 8-8. What the heck? Oh my. These super late models, by the way, if you guys don't know, they are 10% more horsepower and they got 110 pounds of weight in them. And we got 8 of them about ready to put on the show for the fans, and it's been a pretty fun day for a Friday. Plus, it's a nice one after that thunderstorm goes off here. And we got one more event later this afternoon, and we're going to get this rolling as fast as we can. We got super duper late models heading to the I-55 Speedway for our final event for their 50 lapper of the night. That's 7 events. 1 rain out, which was at Lernerville at 5 o'clock. But other than that, the H2 of Turner Knuckles going to start on the pole in this one. To the outside, it's going to be the number 39. That'll be Kyle Brennan. You've got the 355. It's going to be Braxton Simpson. And to the outside, the number 33K. He's out of Pennsylvania. He's got this. It's going to be Anthony Dalton. You got the number 53 of Brendan Mazzell behind him. Meanwhile, the 07 of Ryan Chilifox. It'll be the 92 of Joshua Mui with the number 11T of Kinder Tosh. As that's going to be our field of super duper late models. As we are ready to rock as the H2 of Mr. Knuckles. Zach, thank you for the follow, man. We appreciate you. Well, Turner Knuckles and the 39 of Kyle Brennan, we're ready to go racing here on iRacing this afternoon for our super duper late models. 8 of them on the speedway as we are ready to go racing as Knuckles will lead them to the green. 1 out of 50 is Anthony Dalton, and the 33 is going to get all over the back bumper of Braxton Simpson. That's going to allow Ryan Chilifox on the 07 to the inside. 2 out of 50 for the super duper late models. Oh, Kinder Tosh going to get into the back bumper of the 53. And I tell you what, he drove right into the back of him. He stopped immediately as the 53 is going to be able to do the old pirouette. And Brendan Mazzell will be able to rejoin the field. Levin, you do have some right front damage on that race car. Just so you know. So Kinder Todd's going to feel out that race car as he's got a little bit of damage. He drove that baby in there hard. As Turner Knuckles and the rest of the field, we're getting ready to go. Double five on the green this time by. Double five going to be on the green this time by, everybody. So, as we're ready to rock and roll here at the Linear Speedway, racetrack showing a lot of slick in turn one. As the 2H of Turner Knuckles still going to be your leader, as Kinder Tosh told Brandon Bazell to get you know what. But anyway, we continue on as the H2 of Turner Knuckles and Kyle Brennan getting ready to go lean on each other in the middle of 3 and 4. Hey, we're back underway. 3 out of 54 of these super duper late models once again, as it's going to be all Turner Knuckles going to be your leader, protecting the bottom with Kyle Brennan in the number 39. You've got Ryan Chilifox in the 07 machine and the 355 of Braxton Simpson. Simpson going to try to take a run to the inside of a turns 1 and 2, washes up the hill. Ryan Chilifox going to stick himself to the outside, and Kyle Brennan's going to tell the H2 of Turner Knuckles, beep beep, get out the way. As Knuckles going to push him down on the infield, and Kyle Brennan ain't going to have anything of it, as Knuckles will be forced to the outside and lose a ton of places. So is Turner Knuckles. They're all but 3 wide coming off the turn. There's Joshua Mui in the number 92. As Mui had a good run to the outside, Braxton Simpson, Chilifox, they bang doors, and Braxton Simpson will fall back into the 5th spot. 8 out of 50 for the super duper late models here this afternoon. Ryan Chilifox from the 07, but where did Joshua Mui come from? As Mewing at number 92 will roll himself to the outside of Chilifox, and he will take the 3rd spot away. As Kyle Brennan on the bottom shelf here, Lanier continue to slow roll the bottom, as the H2 of Turner Knuckles has got something going on the outside of the speedway, as we get about 10 out of 50. Anthony Dalton in the 33K is holding on into the 7th spot after his podium after he blew up his UMP modified, as racing continues on for the 3rd spot. As it's Joshua Mui in the 92 holding on to that position, as Braxton Simpson got way tight in turn 1 and 2. He had to get on the binders to avoid getting into the back of the 92 of Mui. As the battle for the lead starting to get good, here comes the H2 machine. Turner Knuckles going to try to get the outside of the backstretch, and he will, as he continues to rip through the outside of the speedway. It's going to be Turner Knuckles still up on the top shelf. Kyle Brennan shuts the door on him down to the front stretch, and you may have a new leader if Kyle Brennan is going to shut the door on him down to the backstretch again, as Turner Knuckles gets the right rear quarter panel on the wall down to the backstretch. 14 out of 50, Knuckles going to drive it in deep to Kyle Brennan's door and got hard on the binders, as he knows that I think he might be playing some head games with the 39 of Kyle Brennan, because he's got the faster race car. He's going to figure out a way to get it done, as Kyle Brennan's so strong on the bottom. The tires are going to start becoming a factor in this one, as Turner Knuckles continues to rip it to the outside shelf again off of 3 and 4. Joshua moving to number 92 and Ryan Chilifox on the 07. As Kyle Brennan at number 39, he continues to roll that bottom shelf. It'll be Knuckles in the H2 trying to rip the fence down, and he'll still be able to try it again. As the 39 of Brennan to the inside, can Knuckles find a way to get around him? He is a little bit faster, as Brennan back to the bottom, and he has got that thing locked down to the inside, as Brennan's not going to make it easy on him as he shut the door once again down to the front stretch. Kyle Brennan doing a really good job slow rolling the bottom, as here comes Knuckles. Knuckles going to have to take a move, and he's got to do it now where he tell him to get out of the way. Boy, oh boy, what a race for the super late models, as Kyle Brennan to the inside. The H2 of Turner Knuckles to the outside of the speedway. Buries a right rear quarter panel. This time Knuckles got the momentum. Knuckles got the momentum. He pushed the issue as he's going to try the inside. Had to get out of it. And that's going to make him lose a ton of time. 21 out of 50, and Turner just failed to keep it to the outside shelf in turn 1 and 2. As now Kyle Brennan's going to go to the outside. Maybe the moment opportunity for Knuckles. 22 out of 50. Who's got the better race car? Would it be Kyle Brenner or will it be Knuckles on the outside of the speedway? We know Knuckles got the better cars. He plants the right rear quarter panel up against the fence. Knuckles going to take a look to the inside of a turn number 2. Not going to be able to pull it off as the 39 of Brennan to the outside again. As he's going to put the fence up on the outside. We got 24 to go. Interesting that Knuckles now went back to the bottom side of the speedway. We're going to see the halfway this time by as the 39 of Brennan up against the fence. Here goes Knuckles battling the bottom. We got 26 to go. Pretty good race for the Super Duper late models. It's Kyle Brenner to 39. It'll be Turner Knuckles. Knuckles going to try a little bit of a cut down line off of 4. Still ain't going to be able to get there with 25 to go. Now it's halfway to go. As Kyle Brennan to 39, still your leader. Braxton Simpson in a 355 parked his race car and called it a night. As Kyle Brennan back to the inside, the number 92 machine of Joshua Mui with the 07 of Ryan Chilifox. Meanwhile, it'll be the 11 of Kinder Tosh in 5th. Battle continues on for Brendan Mazzell in the 53. Big slider for Anthony Dalton in the 33K. That is your field of cars. It's been rather light here tonight, but that's okay. We continue on putting on the shows like we said we would. As Kyle Brennan, the 39, rolls to the inside. You got the H2 of Turner Knuckles. Seems to be that Kyle has now outdriven Turner Knuckles. As Joshua Mui's getting a little racy, put the whole right rear quarter panel in the wall for the third spot for the 07 of Ryan Chilifox. 21 more to go as Ryan Chilifox on the 07 on the inside of Joshua Mui. Mui had a really fast race car here earlier as Joshua Mui continues to get to the outside of the speedway. Ryan Chilifox on the inside. Mui's going to tiptoe right back to the outside shelf as they're still side by side for that third spot. Racing continues for the super late models as the 07 of Ryan Chilifox to the inside of the speedway. As the 92 of Joshua Mui, he'll go to the outside, and it's going to be a slide job for the 07 of Ryan Chilifox. We got about 18 to go. Chilifox going to head and hold on to the third spot as Joshua Mui might be fighting back on the outside. As the Chilifox will be able to be right there in front of him as it'll be Mui all over his back bumper as we get about 17 more to go as these super duper late models are here at the Lanier Speedway. After that, it's going to go to the 33. That's going to be Anthony Dalton with the 53 machine. That will be Brendan Mazzell as that's going to be their top 6. As we still have the H2 of Turner Knuckles trying to catch up to Kyle Brennan at number 39 machine, as Brennan is just absolutely dominating now so far, as Knuckles had the run on him earlier, but then it seems like Knuckles might have burned his tires off as Kyle Brennan continues to drive away with a 13.745 compared to Turner Knuckles' H2 machine with a 14.019. Ryan Chilifox in the 07 on the bottom. It'll go to the 92 of Joshua Mui for 4th. Racing continues for the 5th spot as you'll have the number 53. That's going to be Brendan Mazzell and Anthony Dalton in that number 33 as they're about single file nose to tail as the 33 ride of Anthony Dalton is still holding on to the 5th spot as Joshua Mui falls back to 4th. It'll go to the 07 of Ryan Chilifox for the H2 of Turner Knuckles, but man, I'll tell you what, the 39 of Kyle Brennan has been all over the racetrack. He's been up to the top. He's been down in the middle. He's been down everywhere in the bottom. And he is just in straight cruise control running 13.865s. But the 07 of Ryan Chilifox is on the move. He just ran a 13.782 that last lap time. We got about 10 to go. Kinder Tosh decided to pull his race car in for the super late models. And he has called it a night. As we have 6 super late models left out of the 8, we only had 1 yellow flag. 10 to go, and Ryan Chilifox is now caught to the back bumper of the H2 of Turner Knuckles. As Knuckles going to try to slider line in 3 and 4, as Chilifox is going to easily just roll the hot bottom and just easily roll on by the H2 of Mr. Turner Knuckles. Again, if you guys don't know, these cars are 110 pounds lighter and 10% more horsepower. It really does a doozy to some of these drivers, man. As a 39 of Kyle Hardy just gets, not Kyle Hardy, Kyle Brennan. Why am I thinking of Winchester so far with about 7 to go? 6 more to go for the super late models. There's Ronnie Chillafox on the 07 machine. He'll work himself to the inside. There's a big old bump on the exit of turn number 2. Or maybe the balance of that race car starting to fade away as we got 6 to go as the H2 of Turner Knuckles. Meanwhile, it'll be the 92 of Joshua Mui as the 55. 33, that's going to be Anthony Dalton. As Dalton continues to rip to the outside as the 53 of Brendan Bazell. As we do have some lap down traffic right in front of the 39 of Kyle Brennan, but he's got about 5 laps, and Chillafox got a 2-second gap to close, and I think Brendan might just might ease his way into this one with 4 to go. Looking at the lap times, we'll see if that's true. Kyle Brenner's ran a 13.994 as racing continues between Anthony Dalton and Brendan Bazell. As Bazell's going to be in the 53 down to the bottom shelf. Here's the 33K of Anthony Dalton back to the outside. 3 more to go as race leader Kyle Brennan's right there in the middle of 3 and 4. I think he's kind of being a little safe about it with 2 to go this time by. As Anthony Dalton's having a race of his career. He did get a win in the UMP Modifieds as here comes the race leader. That's going to be Kyle Brennan as he got the white flag in the air. Well, 1 yellow flag for the Super Late Models here at the Lanier Speedway as a 33 of Anthony Dalton. Kyle Brennan, the number 39, might pass him on the outside, but Brennan will be your winner. It'll go to Chillafox and it'll go to Knuckles, your top 3. You will have the 92 of Joshua Mui. The race for last is going to go to Brendan Bazell, and it'll go to the 33 of Anthony Dalton. Going to be your field. Gentlemen, if you guys are out there, our final event is already getting ready to get loaded up. As here, you can park up, Turner. Ryan doesn't have my Discord. So, we're going to get ready to go. What up, Kit Speedway? Good to see you. It's been a minute. Well, Caleb, you just drove away after you smartly raced that one.
I mean, gotta do something, Pete.
Gotta do something, man.
Gotta drive pissed off after getting wrecked 2 times in a row, you know?
Well, you dominated in this one here for the Super Late Models, a 3850 strength of field. Man, you had Knuckles there almost giving you a scare there in turn 1.
Yeah, I knew he was trying to get back to me because I kind of, you know, did a little dirty on him and bump and ran him. And yeah, but I mean, we were toting the left front. I had so much drive coming off the corners. I mean, we had to do something. And then, yeah, honestly, I just keep on running the same setup I have for this track. And I mean, keeps on coming out and working. So,
I mean, as long as it's working, you know.
I mean, I feel like I can just drive it straight around this whole track. I mean, pretty much just drive it off the corners, and it just, I mean, just put my foot to the floor, and just I feel like it just hooks way too much. But I mean, linear feels good now.
It works, right?
I used to hate linear, but I mean, since they done this update, I started to like it. I mean, this track was honestly 2-laned the whole race. I mean,
yeah, I seen you were everywhere.
Yeah, I was just kind of searching at that point. I was like, I don't know if you watched me. I was running bottom top, and then I swapped it, and I ran top bottom, and I was like, oh, that's a little bit faster. It's like half a tenth faster. And I was like, we'll run it.
Well, I'll tell you what, you look good out there, and you were everywhere on the racetrack. Who did you get to thank for the win? Not at Lanier.
Aiden, honestly, Aiden Beerline, because I mean, probably wouldn't have the setup if it wasn't for both of our brains kind of, cooperating on this thing. Cocky Floyd Consulting, Rafier Hayco, Dowie Towing, Brennan Trucking, and all the graphics for the wrap.
Well, we thank you for coming out here to race. I got the Super I-55 getting ready to load up for our final event already, and it's not even breaking 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I know. I might go run NS, so I probably won't be in there. So
it's all good. If it rains out, it rains out. Saturday, I think we're gonna rain out in real life, so we'll see.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, I think I won't have anything to do on Sunday because I think we're raining out too.
Yep.
80% chance.
We'll turn your Knuckles for third. Thank you, Brendan.
Yep.
No Turner Knuckles?
I'm here.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what, you had a fast race car early, but then it seemed like it just kind of faded on you there at the end of that.
When you get left front nose damage and then you blew the tires off too early, so you got mad and got wound up and tried to run the top. And then you tires wore out, you got left front nose damage. I'm pretty sure I KO'd the spoiler. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. But I kept beating off the freaking wall and it was not working. But I was trying. Led early. So we'll start on the pole, won the heat race. Did some experiments with this setup. Just tried some stuff because, you know, like I said, it's my second time. Well, like I said, outdoor is my first time. It's my second time running this thing. These cars, the way they are, and tried some funky stuff you wouldn't try normally, and it kind of worked, but not how I wanted it to, and just worked in the wrong lane in the wrong time of the race. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. But I got I-55 loading up, and looks like nobody's showing too far forward, so it might be a rain out. But who do you gotta thank?
Warrior Race Cars, East Tennessee Paving Services, Dyer Trucking, Elite Professional Solutions, Kenny Motorsports, Nuggles Consulting, Camden Gardner Racing, Case Motorsports, American Man Designs, all the boys back at Knuckles Consulting, and Lakeside Performance, Dylan Smith, and all my buddies.
Cool deal. Looks like you guys are gonna make it easy on me for an early night tonight. I might go out to Winchester, Williams Grove here in a minute.
Williams Grove.
Yeah, Williams Grove's racing.
Oh boy. Yeah. Well, it's good races, Peter. Thanks for putting them up.
Yeah, man. See you later. Well, I'm only 45 minutes from Williams Grove. I mean, I can make the features. Easy. Brendan Bazell is going to be here once again, and so far he's the only one on the speedway. And if nobody else joins here for the I-55 Super Duper Late models, that will be our show tonight. Only been live for 3 hours, and we got through our 7 events, and this is the only one left here tonight. Yeah, it's not letting me join most of the time. We're being age restricted. This ain't age restricted. It's safety rating and all that jazz, man. Well, it looks like we might call this an early night here tonight at the SLR show. My wife's gonna be like extremely happy. So far, but 3 minutes and only one car. I don't think it's going to happen. So, 2 cars. I still don't think it's gonna happen. I got the 775 joining in. I don't think anybody else is gonna come in here tonight. We'll see. Hey, Brennan.
Yep.
Hey, do you not have my Discord?
I don't think so.
You want to add me in DC real quick? RACER number 0 X, and just send me a friend request. I'll get you a link. I don't think this race is going to go down, so we'll probably this is my last race of the night. You get one? Sure. Here's my name. Send me a friend request and I'll get you a link that way.
I missed all that, so I'll just message in the Twitch or whatever.
Yeah, that'll work too. Peyton Dever is going to be here as well. I got 2 cars. I just don't think it's going to go down. Brandon just left, so yeah, that's going to do it probably most likely here tonight. And I'll get Peyton in here as well. Hey, Peyton. Gotcha, Brennan. Gotcha. I got you, Peyton. Okay. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Yeah, okay. I got you already. Thanks, Peyton. Cool deal. Yeah, just change your name for me there, Peyton, and I will get you. You wanted to? Just send me that friend request right there, everybody. Just send me that friend request. I can use more drivers, obviously, that are A-class and above or whatnot, if we can help you get that as well. Peyton, I know you're out there listening to this. Race ain't going to go down, so that's going to call it a night for us, as that was our final event here tonight at the SLR show. And if you guys are joining that Discord, I need you guys. Thank you, Peyton. You did that for me. I just need your iRacing names and accounts and all that jazz. So, unfortunately, our final event will be a rain outs, and that'll do it tonight, everybody. So again, thank everybody for coming out to this racing. It is only 8 o'clock, and it is what it is, man. Friday night racing, and thank everybody that did come out to put on the show tonight. Again, all these races will be posted as always, the ones that we did get in. Other than that, good night, everybody.